Yo, what's going on? How are y'all doing this afternoon? Welcome to the SLR channel. Yay! What's going on? You're finally racing again. Let's go, David Ellis. We're getting ready to rock anyway with our pro late models here this afternoon at the SLR show here this afternoon. Good to have everybody join us on the channel as we are going to get ready to rumble here tonight at the SLR show. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, let's get ready to rock and roll here as the first event's getting ready to load up here in just a hot minute. Good afternoon, everybody, and once again, welcome to the SLR shows. We're going to get ready to roll here this afternoon as our first event is ready to load up here this afternoon for the A-Class Pro Late Models. Again, these are modified Pro Late Models. If you guys don't know, that's what we do here with the SLR show, as our first event's going to get ready to rumble here this afternoon. Well, let's see how many cars are going to get in for the first event here for the Pro Late Models here for 40 laps. Going to be the distance as our Pro Late Model stuff is starting off here this afternoon for our A-Class division. So, A-Class 2000 rating or above is a place we got to be here at the SLR show, as we are going to get ready to go here at the I-55 Speedway to start things off here this afternoon. So, without further ado, we are going to load up into it as the I-55 Speedway is loaded up and ready to go. And we already have a few of our drivers already starting to load in here this afternoon. So welcome everybody to the show. Cool deal indeed. Hey, Big Pulling Promotions, thank you for the awesome heart me. We appreciate you. Welcome to the fan club. As we got Tyler Daniels and a couple of other guys, Matt Smith in that number 30, Matt Smith 31. You also have Dane Norris, Corey Sibley going to be joining us once again as our pro late models are going to be hitting the track here for the I-55 Speedway. So if you guys, there it is already. My live visibility has already been restricted. Wow. Immediately a restriction. What? Wow. I mean, immediately they restrict me. Come on now. I even got to set to adult only. What is going on? I bet you it's for the exact same thing too. They're gonna say, "Oh, that's not original content, huh?" Yeah, okay. Twist, thank you for the awesome rose. I appreciate you. So if you guys cannot find the stream, you can go to my other social medias and find it anyway. But that's getting a little annoying. I don't know about y'all, but that is getting very annoying. Hey, thank you for the awesome heart me as well, Twist. We appreciate you as my viewership has been restricted once again. Crazy work. Oh my goodness gracious, this is awesome. As our pro late model is going to be joining out on the Speedway here this afternoon, and Tyler Daniels in the 5 is going to be on the Speedway here for the first time. I do got trading paints on, so as these pro late models join us here this afternoon, with Corey Sibley going to be joining us here this afternoon as well, as he's in the Vert Graphics Midwest Fence. He'll also be on the Speedway in the number 999 machine. You got the dumpster cowl is also on the nose of that race car. You got Tyler Daniels in the Air Max Holden Inc. number 5 machine. He's also there here this afternoon. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 31 machine. Look at that. That's going to be the Renegade number 31. That's going to be No Coast Customs. Very old Matt Smith be joining us. Hey, thank you for the share. We appreciate you. As you have the old number 99 machine of Corey Sibley on the Speedway once again, as our pro late models are out here this afternoon. We'll see how many more pro late models we'll get here tonight on the SLR show. We'll get about 6 more minutes if you guys are going to come out here and do your thing. Travis Anderson joins us here this afternoon. He raced with us last night. We got to see him. He almost got himself a 3rd podium once again, and Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day here this afternoon as Matt Smith in that number 31 ride is going to be also on the speedway. So once we got this thing ready to go, I'm going to do a little bit of track prep. 40 laps going to be the distance, 10 lap heats now here on short tracks. Gary W. Smith will now be joining us here for the first time as well. I got Jackson Hayes on the speedway and a few other guys. Jonathan Snyder is going to be joining us. So the pro late models are going to be here at the SLR show here this afternoon. Attention drivers, can I get you guys in the top in turn 1 and 2? Top turn 1 and 2, middle 3 and 4. Middle 3 and 4, please. Tops 1 and 2 for track prep. Thank you. So the pro late models are joining in here this afternoon at the I-55 Speedway. Once again, they are modified. We do have a modified up here this afternoon. Willie Buck, good to see you here this afternoon as well. As the old number 31, Matthew Smith will also be here. The number 45 machine. That's going to be Travis Anderson going to be joining us once again in the Ramy Graphics number 45 machine. Meanwhile, what's going on, Willie Buck? Good to see you. They restricted my, Jackson, thank you for the awesome share. They restricted my account again as soon as I go live here on TikTok now during my broadcasted races. I don't know why. Dane Norris in the 115's got a lot of rear spoiler damage as well. The number 13 of David Ellis and company as well. As we continue on with our hot laps here this afternoon, Tyler Trenham going to be joining us too. As we get about let's say, as you got this number 77 rod, who's that going to be? That's Jackson Hayes going to be joining us in the number 77 for them, let's say, crew. As he's got the Leo's roofing on the spoiler of that race car as well. Yeah, what did they do to the sets? Well, that's me. That's me, Big Pulling Productions. That's me. Our pro late models are highly modified. You have 770 horsepower. You cannot adjust it. And you weigh 2,140 pounds here tonight. So as we continue to run the top in turn 1 and 2, they'll run the middle in 3 and 4. All tires below that marble line, please. All tires below that marble line, please, in 3 and 4. Keep running that top in 1 and 2. It's all open setups here, Big Pulling Promotions. All open setups. So as we continue on here this afternoon for our pro late models here tonight, you got Hunter Jordan going to be joining us at number 22 machine, as he will be out of the full set setup shop. The Mason Clyde Motorsports number 22 machine. Yes, sir. You got the 31 on Matt Smith going to also be on the speedway as we are ripping this I-55 speedway. Well, like I said, we got 5 events here this afternoon as the pro late models are here at the I-55 speedway to start things off here this afternoon, as you'll have the Gary W. Smith V8 machine also on the speedway here this afternoon. We got a few other names and drivers. Carter Long, Travis Anderson, you got Jonathan Snyder also on the speedway. You have that number 5 machine of Tyler Daniels still up here as well. Remember, gentlemen, bottom, middle, and 3 and 4. You guys go to the bottom, middle, and 3 and 4. Keep the right rears below that marble line. Keep pounding that top in turn 1 and 2, please. Thank you. Yeah, so track prep is definitely also on the way for these guys. They're getting a little bit of hot laps. Matt Smith out there running 11.322 so far. Corey Sibley in that second spot. Dane Norris on the 115, as you'll have the old number 45 of Travis Anderson also going to be on that speedway once again with the Kryptonite chassis. I'm not for sure if that is his paint or not. He's got the Warren Lee Construction, the Bandit Professional Agriculture. It'll be the Kryptonite chassis number 45. That's going to be Travis Anderson. Once again, Hunter Jordan going to be joining us in the number 22. Corey Sibley in the 999 machine. As we're going to get ready to go here with 30 more seconds yet to go. We'll have our next event coming right up after that next as well. And the 29 and Carter Long will also be joining us here this afternoon. So it looks like we will be having 13, 14 Super Pro late models here this afternoon. Well, let's get ready to go, shall we? As we're going to get ready to go for 2 heat races of 10 laps apiece here for the I-55 Speedway. Calling for EOLs. Anybody want an EOL for heat race number 1? Again, all cars make it into tonight's show. You have extra horsepower, and these cars way lighter than a feather. Anybody want that EOL penalty, please let me know. Offer an EOL to the field. Again, everybody will make it to tonight's show. Cool deal. Waiting for Matt Smith to have a setup ready to go. Looks like he might not even make it till tonight's front row here. He's supposed to start on the pole, and he will not. Inside lane, go ahead and move on up. Well, let's get ready to rumble, shall we, here this afternoon, as our pro late models are going to get ready to go here at the I-55 Speedway. Inside lane, go ahead and move on up. Corey Sibley, you'll be the leader. Congratulations. Again, all starts on the leader. No waiver rounds, no quick repairs, please. Do not choke up the starts anywhere in the middle of 3 to the end of 4. Other than that, good luck, everybody. Have a little bit of fun. Do not straight line anybody. Do not full send anybody at any time. Also, do not come to a stop on the speedway. Please use the exits to get off the racetrack if you want to pull it in. No waves, no quick repairs. Have some fun. So let's get ready to rumble, shall we, here for the pro late models here tonight, as the 999 of Corey Sibley's going to start on the pole. To the outside to be the newcomer, Gary W. Smith. You'll have Jackson Hayes, Dane Norris, and after that, Tyler Trentham and Tyler Daniels. And Matt Smith will be joining us here this afternoon as the pro late models are underway here with the I-55 Speedway. Already the 5 of Tyler Daniels gonna pull it into the infield early as racing continues on here for the pro late models. Hayes in the 77 to the inside. Corey Sibley in the 999 to the top shelf. There's that number 31 machine. That's gonna be Tyler Trentham. As Trentham's gonna be able to throw the slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. Corey Sibley, he'll take the second spot away. As Sibley's able to roll there, you got the 115 of Dane North to the inside. Newcomer Gary W. Smith will be joining us for the first time. Gets into Dane North in the middle of 1 and 2. 3 and 4 as Hayes will be able to hang on to her as racing continues on. As that number 77 machine of Jackson Hayes continues to roll to the bottom shelf, you have Tyler Trentham, Corey Sibley, the 999 machine left halfway to go. So, halfway to go for the Super Ladies Pro Late Models here this afternoon. As Jackson Hayes in the 77 will be your leader. Tyler Trentham right there behind him. You will have the 999 of Corey Sibley going to be in the 3rd spot. After that's going to be the 115 of Dane Doors. Here's that newcomer, the B8 of Gary W. Smith on the inside. 6 out of 10 here for the Pro Late Models. As Hayes continues to lead this one here this afternoon with a 31 on Tyler Trentham right there behind him. As Trentham's going to take a look to the inside. Oh my God, into Hayes. What a save. They got about 3 to go. Corey Sibley is starting to close in on that number 31 machine as he's starting to spin the tires a little bit right there in front of him as he gets a little sideways. Here comes Corey Sibley to the inside, that number 99 machine, as you will have 2 to go, going to be shown this time by for heat race number 1 as the 31 of Tyler Trentham going to take a stand on the inside, all about lost it off of 3 and 4. Car is way sideways. White flag on the air for Kyler Hayes, your race leader in that number 77 machine. As we continue on racing, as the old number 77 machine of Kyler Hayes, he will get the job done for heat race number 1. You got Trentham in the 31, the 999 machine of Corey Sibley, the B8 of Gary W. Smith with the 115 of Dane Norris. That'll be your field here this afternoon. Cool deal. We got heat race number 2 getting ready to line up already here this afternoon. Good to have everybody rolling into the channel. Again, on the black side of things, they restricted me already, and I don't get it why, but here we go. Offer an EOL to the field. Cool. Cool. All right. We'll be headed to the Cedar Lake Speedway. Kyler, thank you for the like. I appreciate you. David Ellis. Cool. You got it, sir. Pull to the left and the inside lane. Go ahead and move on up. Cool deal, Carter Long. You'll be the new leader. Congratulations. Again, no straight lines, no full send sliders. Try not to beat and bang on you too much, but other than that, don't all start on the leader. No waves, no quick repairs. Please do not choke up the field. Other than that, good luck, everybody. And get the car off the speedway if you're going to pull it in. Don't stop on the track. Well, let's get ready to go here for heat race number 2 here this afternoon for the Pro Late Models. As Carter Long's going to start the pole in this one to the outside to be that number 45 of Travis Anderson. You've got the number 22 of Hunter Jordan. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 54 of Jonathan Snyder. You got the 45 of Tony Weevil, the 83 of Doug Hammaker. And David L is going to take to the back of the field at number 13, and we are underway. So far, not a bad start here for the Pro Late Models here this afternoon, as it's all going to be Carter Long and that number 29 machine going to be your race leader, as he will lead lap number 1 here for the Pro Late Models here this afternoon. Hunter Jordan at number 22 ride going to be able to take to the bottom shelf in 3 and 4. He might be a little bit faster than Carter Long's. Look at the last lap times, as Carter Long's going to be running 11.868, but here comes Hunter Jordan at number 22 machine, as he is all over the back bumper of the number 29 of Carter Long, as those two continue to race for that lead. As Carter Long's going to be able to roll to the top shelf at number 29, you'll have the 22 of Hunter Jordan. Jordan going to take a look to the outside, trying to test those waters up there off of 3 and 4, as we get about halfway to go for heat race number 2. Carter Long going to try to work to the inside in turn 1 and 2. As Long's going to go to the bottom. Hunter Jordan trying to find some extra speed as he rolls through the middle of 3 and 4. It'll go to the 45 of Travis Anderson running to the 3rd spot. You have the 54 J. John decided with the 45 of Tony Weed. Hunter Jordan into the wall, and he's going to lose that 2nd spot to Travis Anderson at number 45 machine. 7 out of 10 here for these Pro Late Models here for the I-55 Speedway. As Hunter Jordan got into the wall, I don't think that car is going to be too happy with him now, as he's got a little bit of damage on the right side of that race car, as we get about 8 out of 10 here for the Pro Late Models this afternoon. So far, Carter Long, that number 29, continues to lead this one with Travis Anderson, the 45. Oh, boy! Jonathan Snyder had to get hard on the binders as Hunter Jordan all but put him in the fence. As you got Tony Weed in the 45, looking to the inside of Jonathan Snyder. That'll be a battle for the 4th, 5th, and then you got Hunter Jordan involved. It'll be a battle for the 3rd spot as well. White flag in the air, going to be this time by. Pretty good battle here for the 3rd spot as we might get a last lap pass, as Carter Long in the 29 will get it done. It'll go to Travis Anderson, Hunter Jordan, Jonathan Snyder, Tony Weed in the 45. David Ellis and Doug Hammaker will also make some contact in the back of the field, but they will be in the back of the field for this one. So far, it's not a bad race indeed, as we're going to get ready to go. Give them 2 minutes of grid. And our Pro Late Models are here for the I-55 Speedway. Coming up next, they will be at the Cedar Lake Speedway. That event will be coming up momentarily. Offering EOLs of the field. Yes, no, maybe so. We have lost our race leader of Jackson Hayes due to upload packet loss. So we may be moving the front row on up.
He's trying to get back in.
He ain't gonna make it in time, I don't think. It didn't throw him twice. Alrighty, guys. Like I said, inside lane's probably gonna have to move on up as looks like Hayes will not be returning in time. So, all starts on the leader, no ways, no quick repairs. I got Cedar Lake Speedway loaded up and ready to go. Top three, if you guys can, park down on the front stretch for me, please. Straight line will be the best so I can get those victory photos for you guys and post it on Facebook and everything else. Again, let's go have some fun. Leaders, do not choke up the start. If you're going to get out the racetrack, please use one of the actual exits. Other than that, gentlemen, don't straight line anybody. Don't full send anybody. Doesn't matter. End, before, when, whenever. If you drive like a ding-dong, you will not come back either. Like I said, every race is a tryout. You won't even know what you've been blacklisted for if I do ban you. Good luck, guys. Here we go for our pro late models. We're going to start 13 of them here with the I-55 Speedway for a 40-lap feature event. Tyler Trenham, that number 31 is going to start on the pole to the outside to be Carter Long, that number 29 machine. You have Corey Sibley in a 999. It'll be Travis Anderson, Hunter Jordan, Gary W. Smith, Dane Norris, Jonathan Snyder, Tyler Daniels, and Tony Wee going to be your top 10 as the late models are underway here with the I-55 Speedway. See what happens. Thank you for the share, Nick. My account got restricted there for viewer finding anyway, but thank you for the awesome share. We appreciate ya. As we got Carter Long to the outside, Tyler Trenham will take the lead off of turns 3 and 4. As Trenham to the top shelf of that number 31, man, he is way sideways in that number 31 machine, but he'll hold on to the race lead. 4 out of 40 here this afternoon as Turnham's going to bang the right rear quarter panel off the wall as he will continue to lead this one. Battle for the second spot. Carter Long in the 29 to the top shelf. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 999 of Corey Sibley. It'll have the number 45 of Travis Anderson ripping to the outside shelf as well. The number 22 of Hunter Jordan. You got the 115 of Dane Norris and company as racing continues here for these modified pro late models here this afternoon. 6 out of 40. So far, we're completing laps here for the I-55 Speedway as Corey Sibley in the 999 is going to be able to roll to the inside. He's going to shut the door on the 45 of Anderson as Anderson had to get on the brake pedal in turn 3 and 1 and 2. He got him 3 wide as Hunter Jordan and company is going to get into the wall. Caution flag and Dane Norris. Hammaker's going to get involved in our first yellow flag. Goes to Hunter Jordan at number 22. First yellow flag on the speedway here this afternoon. Hunter Jordan's going to push way tight into the wall. Here comes the B8 of Gary getting into the Dane Norris machine. Slings him up in there. And the B8 of Gary's going to go to the tail of the field. Woo, no. Woohoo. You can see Gary coming off at the bottom of the top of the track. He's going to drive right in. I mean, just absolutely door the 115 of Dane Norris. And Gary Smith's going to go to the tail. Car high, Gary Smith, car high, and the Dane Norris in the 115. You crashed 2 drivers right there on the outside of you. So, as we're going to get ready to rumble, double file going to be 1 to green. Double file going to be 1 to green this time around. Doug Hammaker, you do not have a nose piece, sir. Doug Hammaker doesn't have a nose. As Hunter Jordan's not going to be able to return on the speedway, and Hunter Jordan's day is over with. As Tyler Trenham and company going to restack them and re-rack them once again. They take off out of 3 and 4, and we are back at it as we continue on here this afternoon. Super duper late models here tonight as the old number 999 of Corey Sibley and company as Gary in that B8's already making some moves early. Brennan really aggressive in that B8 machine as he's literally putting his car in places where he shouldn't be as Gary in that B8 machine is on my radar. 11 out of 40 so far for these pro late models here tonight as it's all going to be the old number 31 of Tyler Trenham. Going to be your race leader. It'll go to the 29. Dirt Girl, thank you for the like. We appreciate you. As the 29 of Carter Long to the top shelf, the 45 of Travis Anderson running in that 3rd spot. It's Corey Sibley in the 999. Meanwhile, you're going to have the 54 machine of Jonathan Snyder with the number 31 of Matt Smith and the B8 machine of Gary W. Smith as he's ripping that outside shell. Meanwhile, the number 45 of Tony Wee going to be in the 7th spot. 13 out of 40 here this afternoon. Once again, I got restricted, by the way, on viewers and things like that, so I apologize to everybody. We're going to see what's going to happen here the rest of the night with 26 more to go. So far, everybody's going on the top shelf in turn 1 and 2. Tyler Trenham is driving away with Carter Long at number 29. It'll be Travis Anderson at number 45 with the 999 of Corey Sibley. Here comes at number 54, Jay. Wow! As the B8 of Gary W. Smith is getting really racy with Matt Smith and company. I seen him right in his right rear quarter panel in turn 1 and 2. Smith going to go to the bottom side of the speedway. He's going to go up the track there with the 31 on Matt Smith. As here comes that B8 machine on the inside as they're going to go door to door down to the front stretch. As Gary W. Smith's going to be to the inside of Matt Smith and that number 31 to the top shelf. And Gary's going to be able to move up to the 6th spot as we get about 22 to go. But Matt Smith battling back to the outside of the speedway as we got 22 to go here at the I-55 Speedway for tonight's Pro Late Models. As it's going to be Tyler Trenham still going to be your race leader. This battle for that 5th spot is looking pretty good as the B8 on the inside of the speedway in turn 1 and 2 as Matt Smith's going to be able to pull away from the B8. As racing continues here, about 20 more to go here this afternoon. Travis Anderson looking to the outside. Corey Sibley in the 999 to the inside. They'll rub doors going in the middle of 3 and 4. As Sibley to the inside, they'll go side by side, a battle for the 3rd spot. As Sibley to the inside, Travis up to the outside. You got the 54, John Designer as well. A 3-car race for that 3rd spot. With about 19 more to go here this afternoon. Corey Sibley to 999, still side by side with Travis Anderson. Anderson ripping the top side in turn 1 and 2. Sibley right through the middle of 3 and 4, 18 to go here this afternoon. So far, this race for 3rd is still side by side as Sibley still rolling that inside middle line in turn 1 and 2 and finding some speed. As the 45 of Travis Anderson to the top shelf, still it's good in 3 and 4. We got 2 lanes of racing here at the Pro Late Models at I-55 Speedway. Sibley still trying to work the inside, finally clears the 45 of Travis Anderson as Sibley's going to be able to clear him maybe on the front stretch. He does. It will take the 3rd spot away. Here comes Snyder. Snyder's going to take a look at the inside of a 2 and that number 54 J Machine. He got about 15 to go here this afternoon. Thank you for the share, Nick. We appreciate you. Tell TikTok to stop restricting my stream. This is not recreated content. Please tell them this. 14 to go. Going to be this time around as Sibley's going to hold on to that 3rd spot. Thank you for the like as well. 13 to go. 13 to go for these Pro Late Models here at the I-55 Speedway. Corey Sibley has finally pulled away from the 45 of Travis Anderson. Meanwhile, to be the 54 JH on the side to the 31 of Matt Smith. The B8, that's going to be Gary W. Smith as well in the 7th spot. Brian Brisker, thank you for the like as well. Tony Weed, that number 45 machine for the 8th spot. It'll be the number 5. That's Tyler Daniels. Meanwhile, to be the 13 of David Ellis. You got the 83 of Doug Hammaker. It'll go to the 115 of Mr. Dane Norris. After that's going to be the number 31 of Tyler Trenham, your race leader. Somebody give me a double high five. 10 to go. 10 to go as Tyler Trenham closing into some lap down traffic. That's going to be Doug Hammaker and Dane Norris, and there's going to be Carter Long right there behind them. We got about 9 to go. 9 to go here for the Pro Late Models as Tyler Trenham's going to work through some lap down traffic with Carter Long in the 29 right there behind them. 8 to go. Tyler Trenham's going to work through 2 cars. Doug Hammaker's going to hold that 4 right in front of him as he's going to go to the top shelf. He's got Dane Norris on 115 to the inside as Tyler Trenham will go to the outside of Norris, and he may clear left down traffic in turn 1 and 2. Carter Long and at number 29 right there behind him. You got 6 more to go. Going to be this time by. As Tyler Trenham still leads, trying to find some speed in the middle of turn 1 and 2. Carter Long in the 29 to the outside. As Dane Norris in the 115 will be the first car a lap down. High five in the air this time by for race leader Tyler Trenham. Can Carter Long close in? Trenham way sideways off of turn number 2. Here comes Carter Long in the 29. You'll see 4 to go, and you got a battle for the race lead. Trenham rolling through the middle in turn 1 and 2. Carter Long to the outside. 3 to go this time around. Can Tyler Trenham hold on? Because here comes Carter Long to the inside. 3 to go. As adds more lap down traffic as Tyler Trenham way sideways off of turn number 2. You got 2 cars battle in front of the leaders. Slide job for the race lead. 2 to go. Trenham back to the inside of Carter Long, gets a little sideways. As Long gonna get to the top shell, they rub doors. Going into 3 and 4. Slide job for Tyler Trenham. White flag in the air. Trenham in lap down traffic, gonna go to the inside of Carter Long to the top shell. They wreck. Oh man! Tyler Trenham and Carter Long get together. Checkered flag goes to Tyler Trenham. Carter Long in the 29 and Corey Sibley will be your top 3. Come on down, top 3. Heck of a race. Oh man. Woo! Straight line, Tyler. Right, that'll work. Ah! That'll work. Got it. See you in Discord, boys. What a racetrack and what a race that started off here tonight. I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are my days. What a race. Let's go. What a race indeed. Oh boy, Tyler Trenham with the race. Holy smokes. You there, Tyler?
Yeah.
What a show.
Man, I don't know how I pull it off. I just got to thank Reaper Race Designs. I got to thank Speedworks. I got to thank Capital Race Cars.
Do you think you're going to get off that easy? Holy smokes. You and Carter Long put on a race for the ages, man.
Dude, 10 to go, I felt good. 5 to go, my tires started going. I was able to get through traffic good, but my tires, my right rear was shot, and I was going for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you gone for it indeed. You kind of got into Carter Long going into the backstretch of 3 and 4, man, but great job. Cedar Lake is getting loaded up and ready to go. Who do you got to thank?
I got to thank Trent Kahn for the awesome wrap that he's put on this car. Got to thank Speedworks. Got to thank everybody that holds this program together. And I got to thank you for putting on the show.
Heck of a job, man. Congratulations. Well, we got Cedar Lake loaded up and ready to go, and holy cow, what a finish. I'm sorry, TikTok put another restriction on my viewer counts again. They say this is rebroadcasted content. Yeah, okay. But either way, let's continue on here this afternoon, so I'm going to continue to fight that fight with them as well, and if you guys can, share the stream out the best you can. I'm getting restrictions left and right for this, but either way, it is what it is. Let's get ready to go as Cedar Lake Speedway is going to be coming up next here for the SLR show. What a race at I-55 Speedway between Carter Long, Corey Sibley, and company. Holy cow, that was a show for the ages at Cedar Lake Speedway. Will be coming up next here for the SLR show tonight. That was a heck of a finish, Termater, wasn't it? Jesus. That is a way to start things off at SLR. When it comes to stuff like that, holy cow. We're going to try this again here with the SLR show. Brian Brisker, thank you for the like as well as we continue on with our racing action here tonight. So, Cedar Lake Speedway is our next stop here with the SLR show, and we will do this all over again. Hopefully we'll get the same group of guys coming back in once again. Travis Anderson had a heck of a drive there at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Jackson Hayes going to be here as well. And boy, we're going to get ready to rock once again. And it's a shame that nobody else could see this. You know, that's a shame. I feel so terrible about that, man. They keep saying, TikTok keeps saying that my stuff is rebroadcast. I don't know. Hunter Jordan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel again, boss man. And I hate it, man. Your power went out as well. Oh, man, that sucks, man. You missed a heck of a race, Jackson. You really did. Hopefully you're good to go, boss man. Like I said, if you guys can, TikTok put that restriction on me again. I don't know what's going on with it. I just can't believe it. But I appreciate you guys for continuing out here to come out of the show and continue on. Trying to watch as much as we can as we have our hot laps underway here at the Cedar Lake Speedway as we got our pro late models as Matt Smith and that number 31 going to be back on the speedway as well. One yellow flag at I-55, and we are going to do this all over again. I'm starting to see more people starting to roll into the channel. Maybe my appeal finally went through. Hopefully, we're going to find out here in a hot minute. But pro late models are here this afternoon. I usually give them about up to the 5-minute mark there for some actual hot laps, and then we'll start moving into some track prep. So, Matt Smith in that number 31 machine. I don't think he did too well there at the 55 Speedway. You got the 115 of Dane Norris. He got caught up there by that one dude, man. He straight door the living crap out of him coming off of turn number 2 and involved Hunter Jordan as well. I do not see him back in this race again. We got Jamie Massey going to be joining us here this afternoon. Tyler Trentham in that number 31 who won at the I-55 Speedway in the Advanced Auto Parts, the Speedworks Interstate Welding, the Reaper Graphics number 31 of Tyler Trentham. Dane Norris in the Moose Knuckle 115 to ESR Racing GFY. You have the Stapleton Trucking number 115. That'll be Dane Norris. You have the number 11 machine. It's going to be the McSizer Pipeline. You got the Rocky Top Sim Wraps, the Stags Farms new number 11 machine. That's going to be Kinder Tosh. You have the number 54 machine. That's going to be the Cruise Collision. Hey, thanks for the follow, Austin B. You have in loving memory of Archie Pat Brown on his nose. There's a couple other guys on that there, but good to see Jonathan Snyder here this afternoon. RTB's very own Labyrinth Racing number 25. It'll be Noah Norris going to be joining us here this afternoon. You have the number 2 of Tyler Daniels and company. All cars of the top shelf, please. All cars of the top shelf, please, in 1 and 2. And I'll need you guys on the bottom in 3 and 4. So as track prep is ready to go here, gave them 5 minutes total time for some hot laps, and now they get to do a little bit of track prep for me here tonight. Do we do sprint cars? We do sprint cars. They got to be voted in the SLR Discord. If you're not in the Discord as a driver, you cannot vote. Just so you know, you have to vote in those Discord channels to be able to do. We do 360 sprint cars, and I do 410 sprint cars under World of Outlaw rules. And that means like 1450 on the scales, I believe it's what it is. And they gotta have almost 980 horsepower. So if we do get the 410 sprint cars, you might wanna get yourself ready to go because it's gonna be a big old deal. Yes, it is. Yep. So if you're in the SLR Discord, exclamation point Discord once again, and feel free to come on down. As our pro late models are filled up here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Those of y'all just joining us, I need you running the bottom in 3 and 4. I need you on the top in turns 1 and 2, please. Those are just joining us. Track prep has begun. Need you on the bottom of 3 and 4 and the top in turns 1 and 2, please. Thank you. You definitely drove your butt off there, that's for sure, Tyler Trentham. But if you guys can't find me, please follow me on the other side of things that I have. It's TikTok decided to restrict my channel once again. While I'm at it, I'm going to get on there on my phone and try to see if I can figure out why. so as track prep is ready to go, we have 20 pro late models going to start it off here at the SLR show. We got Orville Combs and a few other guys here this afternoon. Okay, guys, we're going to run sliders in 3 and 4. Sliders in 3 and 4, please. Keep running that top in turns 1 and 2. Keep running that top in turns 1 and 2. Sliders in 3 and 4, please, for some track prep. Thank you.
Hey, Peter, how we doing today?
Oh, we are just immediately wonderful. Let's get ready to rock and roll here with the Cedar Lake Speedway as we're going to get ready to rumble here this afternoon. If you can't find my channel through the black side of things, I'm sorry. They restricted me once again. You guys can all look at the SLR Discord chat if you guys want to. Unreal.
Hey, Tyler.
Can I ask for EOLs? Everybody want one? Everybody makes a race. Everybody makes a show. We will be starting 20 cars of the feature. If you feel you're gonna junk the field, remember these cars are 2,140 some pounds and you have 770 horsepower. If you think you're gonna wreck the whole field, please take that EOL penalty. Okay, all starts going to be on the leader. There's no waiver rounds, no quick repairs. Leaders, please do not choke up the field. Fire anywhere in the middle of 3 to the end of 4. I don't really care on that point. Just don't choke them up. Just take off. Other than that, gentlemen, you had a good race at I-55 Speedway with 13 cars, 1 yellow flag, and everything else with a pretty good race. Let's continue on that path. Remember, you get banned for anything here at SLR. Over-aggressive driving, 2 EOLs, straight lines, full send sliders, or anything. Keep on rolling. That's it. You will never even know if I ban you from these shows because I blacklisted everything off and hit everything off. So drive a little bit of respect. Get off the speedway. Do not stop on it. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. So we got 10 of our pro late models here at the I-55 Speedway. As we are getting ready to rock and roll, we're underway. Pro late models here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Tyler Daniels going to be the first car out in front. We did a little bit of interesting track prep. We got a little bit of touching going on as Jackson Hayes to the inside of the 2 of Tyler Daniels. Now remember, we did a little bit of track prep, so going to go widen out this racetrack just a little bit early as here comes Hayes into the 77. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. Tyler Daniels back to the inside. They'll rub doors down to the front stretch. 3 out of 10. These racetracks are going to be a little different. We'll see if Hayes can do, as it's going to be Tyler Daniels leaving the lane to the outside. Everybody slicing and dicing, not for sure where to go, as you have the number 90 machine of James Dahl in the back of the field. You got the 54, that's going to be Snyder and company. The 25 machine, that's going to be Noah Norris to the inside. You got great battling going on between the 31 of Matt Smith and Dane Norris, as they're side by side, door to door in the middle of turn 1 and 2. It's out to be a battle for the second and actually the third and the fourth spot. Guys, get getting all crossed up. Guys are getting all sideways all over the speedway. As you have Noah Norris starting to fade as well. There's James Dahl in that number 90 machine. He's going to make a big move. He'll go up to the 6th spot. Racing for the lead. Here's the 77 of Mr. Hayes. Tyler Daniels at the bottom side of the speedway. You got Mr. Matt Smith and Dane Norris. Robin Doors. Robin still. 7 out of 10. And Dane Norris going to get on the binders in turn 1 and 2. I think we got everybody confused here in heat race number 1. As Tyler Daniels rolled to the bottom. There's Dane Norris going to get into the number 31. We have our first yellow flag on the speedway. For the number 25 of Noah Norris. And he automatically leaves. As Noah Norris going to get up into the wall, coming off of turn number 2, and he is in the fence, and he automatically leaves at number 25. Noah Norris wrecked himself and automatically leaves for our first yellow flag here for heat race number 1. All right. Okay, guys, double file restarts. Every start is double file. We'll go ahead and double file these cars up. We'll go 1 to green this time. Bye. Yep. Double file restarts, everybody. Here we go. Yeah. So we should have a green-white checkered attempt coming up here rather soon. As gotta have the starts in the middle of the racetrack too. Don't be pushing people up the track. Thank you. As the old 77 of Jackson Hayes, Tyler Daniels right along beside him. Here we roll. We are underway. Tires got a little warm, tires got a little hot. We'll see if anybody's gonna mess up here as they're gonna go down to the backstretch. Jackson Hayes still gonna be your leader. Going through the middle of 3 and 4. 2-6 in the air, gonna be this time by. Hayes in the 77 holding on to that race lead as the number 2 of Tyler Daniels all over the back bumper of him. We got the 31, that's going to be Matt Smith. The 115 of Dane Norris as the white flag will be in the air this time by. So far for the Pro Late Models here at the Cedar Lake Speedway, as it's the 90 of James Dahl going to look to the outside. They get a little bit of contact. Doug Hammaker washes right across the nose of Dahl, and that'll be a battle for the 5th spot. It'll go to Doug Hammaker in the 83 as Jackson Hayes will be your winner. After that, it's going to go to Tyler Daniels in the number 2, the number 31 of Matt Smith and company with the 90 of James Dahl. That'll be your field as we're getting ready to go for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2. Does anybody want an EOL penalty? Zach Steve going to be taking an EOL. Cool. Inside lane, you'll be able to move on up. I don't think we might get an Orville Combs. Nope, he did not make it. Inside and outside lanes, go ahead and move on up. Tyler Trentham, know what to do. Anywhere in the middle, 3 to the end of 4, gentlemen. So I believe the Cedar Lake Speedway is a little bit weird for our drivers here this afternoon, as the number 31 of Tyler Trentham is going to start on the pole in this one. To the outside, with that number 2 machine, it's going to be the H&L's very own Hooker Trucking LLC of Jamie Massey. You will have the number 25. It'll be Braden Avila with the number 13. That'll be David Ellis. You have the number 11 machine from the McSizer Pipeline. It'll be Kinder Tosh. The Weed Brothers number 45. The Rocket XR1 chassis. It'll be Tony Weed. Carter Long with this brilliant piece of driving from the 721 Motorsports Downtown Cafe. That'll be Carter Long. To the outside, it's a Pro Series driver of Hayden Tolson at number 327. You'll have the number 24, Exact Steve, going to take the tail of the field. Again, these Pro Late Models have a little bit of extra power. They weigh about 100 pounds less, 110 pounds less. These things are going to be flying around this racetrack as we are getting ready to go as the number 31, as he walled them up, we're ready to go. We're underway. We'll see where the pro late models go. Tyler Trenham immediately in the wall in that number 31 machine, as you're going to have the number 25 of Braden Avila to the inside. After that's going to be that number 13. That's going to be David Ellis to the inside. Now everybody's running the bottom in turn 1 and 2 for heat race number 2. As you got the 45 of Tony Weed going to be in the wall. Hard into the wall goes the 45 of Tony Weed. Then he's going to hit the right rear for the 29 of Carter Long. Boy, I'll tell you what, we made this racetrack weird for these drivers. I don't know if they like it or not, as that top shelf in turns 1 and 2 is not existing. 4 out of 10 here for the Pro Late Models. Everybody's finding the bottom in turns 1 and 2 here for heat race number 2. JB Massey, that number 2 machine, rolling right through the middle with 3 and 4, running 12.760. The 25 of Braden Avila. Tyler Trenham going to be in the 3rd spot. David Ellis in the 13. Hayden Tolson trying to work to the bottom side of the speedway, number 327 machine. As we're about halfway to go, is JB Massey going to be your leader. 6 out of 10 here for the Pro Late Models. At the 25 of Braden Avila continues to roll on the inside of the shelf. You have Tyler Trenham in that number 31 machine. It'll go to the 11 of Kinder Tosh. As you have Carter Long in the 29 with a good slider with the 13 of David Ellis going to look to the inside. As Hayden Tolson going to try to look to the outside. Not going to get there. Big cut down off of turn number 2. Tolson with a run to the 29 of Carter Long. As Tolson going to hit the brake pedal, drag the brake pedal in turn 3 and 4. And we get them door to door going into 1 and 2. Tolson going to try to get a 2-for-1 package off of turn number 2 there. 3 wide down to the backstretch. David Ellis, Carter Long, Tolson with a 2-car slider in 3 and 4. You got 2 to go this time by. And they're 3 wide and Carter Long gets trapped up. We got a yellow flag. Hayden Tolson gets caught up in it as well, and we are under yellow flag conditions for the first time. Oh boy, that got racy really fast. As Carter Long and company, you also have the 13 of David Ellis into the middle, Hayden Tolson and company, and I believe they just got stuck. Ellis there perfectly. Carter Long's going to come up, and then he's going to get hooked into Ellis. Tolson gets caught into the wall, and that's going to be a straight-up racing incident on the front stretch. Alrighty, that's as much roughing this race as you can get, that is for sure. All right, boys, that was a straight-up racing incident. We'll go double file. Will be 1 to green. Going to be this time by, everybody. We'll go double file. Going to be 1 to green this time by. Gentlemen, those in the hot pitch, if you can make it back out. If you do, please do. If you don't, stay in there. You'll start tail with a nice feature. So, Jamie Massey and Braden Avila are going to be able to lead them right through the middle of turn 3 and 4. We'll have a green-white checkered attempt here tonight, as Jamie Massey and that number 2 machine will take off with the 25 of Braden Avila in the 2nd spot. We are back under green flag conditions here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Tyler Trenham is way sideways in that number 31 machine. As we are ready to rock, we got the white flag on the air this time by for Jamie Massey. As Massey will be able to work to the inside that Longhorn chassis number 2 machine. Braden Avila right there behind him. You got a great battle as well here for the 3rd spot as Kinder Tosh with a slide job as Jamie Massey will be your winner. Braden Avila, 3rd will go to Kinder Tosh and the number 11 machine. After that, it's going to go to the 13 of David Ellis and the 45 of Tony Weed. That will be your finishing order for heat race number 2. We'll give them 2 minutes total time, and we're going to get ready to rumble here this afternoon. Alrighty, so we're gonna start 20 of these pro late models here this afternoon. Oh boy, this should be awesome. Alright guys, starting 20 of these pro late models, offering EOLs to the field. Alright, Mr. Weeks, hopefully I get to see you. Hopefully you have better luck. 4 wides, we'll see happen. John the Snyder in the 54J will be taking an EOL penalty, and we'll see how this is going to go. Once again, all drivers, you have a 40-lap feature. Remember, all starts are on the leader. Don't choke up the field, please. Tyler Trenham did that on that 1 restart. Don't do what he did. Take off anywhere in the middle of 3 to the end of 4. Other than that, you can get banned for anything. If I don't like how you drive, you get 2 EOLs, or you straight line, you come to a stop on the speedway. Don't do that type of stuff. You broken? I understand. If you broke yourself, get off the track, please. Everybody else is trying to race, and sometimes it's unbearable. I get it. But if you just physically come to a stop and throw a yellow, you're not coming back. Other than that, that's about it, gentlemen. Good luck, guys. I wish I could say I get you a whole field, but TikTok has live restricted me once again for content that's not original, so I apologize for that. If you can't find it, I'm live on my other channels as well, but I'm still live on it. You got to search for it. Other than that, that's it. Good luck, everybody. You will not get a wave round to go down the lap down. So other than that, you have 2 options: hold your line or pull it into the infield. That'll be your safest bets. Good luck, boys. Last call for EOLs. Alrighty. So Noah Norris left, and Robert McCain did not make it out in time. Noah Norris did not grid. He left, I believe, as well. And we're ready to go pro late model racing here this afternoon. Inside and outside lanes, go ahead and move on up. So here we go for our pro late models here at the Cedar Lake Speedway, as we're going to start 18 cars, 18 of these pro late models here tonight. Racetrack's a little worn a little bit differently too, so I'm kind of curious to see what we're going to get. As Jackson Hayes in the 77 going to start on the pole. To the outside to be the number 2 machine of Jamie Massey. You have the number 25 machine of Braden Avila with the number 31 ride. That's going to be old Mr. Matt Smith. You'll have the 115 of Dane North. To the outside to be that number 11 machine of Kendra Tosh. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 13 of David Ellis. You got Doug Hammaker and 83 on the inside, as you will have the 31 of Tyler Trenham and the number 90 of James Dahl. Gonna be your top 10 as we are ready to rip. Pro late models here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. I don't know what's about to happen. 18 cars, and we are green here at Cedar Lake. Hammaker's going to work to the inside in turn 1 and 2. We make it through turn 1 and 2. Now remember, the track conditions are a little bit different here this afternoon. Hayden Toll's going to start way deep in the back of the field of this one as well. 2 out of 40. We continue to make it through the middle of turn 1 and 2. You do got a battle for the race lead, and it'll be Jackson Hayes, your new leader, coming into turn 1 and 2. Braden Avila, number 25 of Hayes into the wall, down to the backstretch. I don't think it's going to help him out too well. Here comes Jamie Massey with a slide job over 3 and 4. We're 3 out of 40. As Massey will be able to take the lead. Jackson Hayes in the 77 right there behind him. As the number 25 of Braden Avila to the inside, all but 3 wide, coming off of 3 and 4. So far, 5 out of 40 here for our modified pro late models here this afternoon. Is Jamie Massey going to be able to roll through the middle in turn 3 and 4? The 77 of Jackson Hayes. It'll go to the 25 of Brendan Apple, the 31 of Matt Smith. And it'll go to the 115 of Dane Norris. Going to be your top 5 as everybody's on the bottom side of the speedway here early. 6 out of 40. The top shelf in 3 and 4 is heavily got a lot of marbles on it. Everybody's at the bottom side early. Zach Steven, the number 24, the 29 of Carter Long. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 13 of David Ellis. We got that top shelf in turn 1 and 2 absolutely gone as Carter Long and David Ellis get together in the middle of 3 and 4. You have the number 45 of Tony Weed. It'll be the old number 2 machine of Avorville. Combs going to be joining us here this afternoon. It'll be the 45 of Tony Weed with the 54J. That's going to be Jonathan Snyder. And the number 2 machine of Tyler Daniels going to be our 18-car field so far. 9 out of 40. Hey, thank you for the like. We appreciate ya. By the way, I got a restriction on my channel, just so you all know. 10 out of 40 as the marbles are starting to line up there on the top shelf of turn 1 and 2. So far, it's all Jamie Massey able to roll to the bottom. You got the 77 machine of Jackson Hayes. It's going to be Braden Avila and Matt Smith going to be able to roll to the field as well. As here comes Matt Smith way sideways in turn 1 and 2. I don't think you want to go up there on the top shelf. That's a 25 of Braden Avila following right behind the 77 of Jackson Hayes, a 12 out of 40. Guys trying to clear that top shelf off, and Braden Avila might be able to do so off of turn number 2. Avila's going to take a look to the inside of a 3 and 4. Jackson Hayes on the top shelf, door to door, not going to be able to get there. 13 out of 40. It's going to be really interesting to see what that top shelf's going to do when it finally starts to dust off, as Jamie Massey is just smooth and steady through the middle of 3 and 4, 13 out of 40. Doug Hammaker looking good for the 7th spot in the number 83. Got James Dahl in the 90. He'll be in the 8th spot. After that is going to be the old number 327 of Hayden Tolson, moving up to 9th, up 7 spots from his starting position. Hunter Jordan in the 22 for 10th. You've got the 31 of Tyler Trenham in the 24. That'll be Mr. Steve. And you're going to the 13 machine of David Ellis with that number 2 ride. That's going to be O'Reilly Combs going to be joining us. You'll have the number 45 of Mr. Tony Weed. After that's going to be that number 29 of Carter Long, the 54 J. John the Snyder, and the 2 of Tyler Daniels, as we got a battle for that 2nd spot. 24 to go for the 40 lapper here with the Cedar Lake Speedway, as Brendan Avila trying that top shelf in turn 1 and 2. It's still not there. Jackson Hayes going to start throwing some sliders, as you've got a good run as the number 25 of Brendan Avila to the inside. Chase Master, now I got to ask you a favor. Can you tell TikTok that this is not unoriginal reproduced content, please? Because I keep getting a restriction every time I go live. 22 more to go here this afternoon, as Jackson Hayes going to be able to roll to the inside. Meanwhile, the 31 of Matt Smith doing a really good job, as the old 115 of Dane Norris going to be in the 5th spot. You have the 83 of Doug Hammaker. This might be Doug Hammaker's best run here in a Pro Late model, as he's got the 115 of Dane Norris in front of him. You got the 11T of Kinder Tosh, and I tell you, I know, you got to tell them, they keep restricting me. It's unreal. Halfway to go, going to be this time by. What a race. Here comes Hayden Tolson, the Pro Series driver. Going to stick his nose to the outside of Kinder Tosh. He's going to look to the inside. Dane Norris is there, and the 83 of Mr. Hammaker gets in the back of Dane Norris. What a save by those 3 drivers. As Hammaker in 83, here comes Hayden Tolson, going to battle to the inside. Tolson had to come way deep in the back of the field with 18 to go. Racetrack finally starting to clear off a little bit on that top shelf, and it looks like it's starting to get a little racy up there, as Jamie Massey has caught the back of the field of the number 2 of Tyler Daniels, as we got the old 45 of Tony Weed and the 29 of Carter Long, as they get together. Leaders are coming, lappers, settle it down. As the old number 45, that's awesome, man. I hope you have a good day of racing. As Jamie Massey, a number 2 machine, is going to be right there behind the 45 of Tony Weed. As Tony Weed's going to be right there in front of the leaders. We got about 16 more to go. So far for the Pro Late Models here tonight is Tony Weeds, a lap down car. There's Brendan Avila, that number 25. Carter Long and the 29's going to pull it into the infield. As you got Jamie Massey working on the inside. Here comes Avila to the outside in lap down traffic. As Avila and Tony Weed get together down on the backstretch. Avila all over the back bumper of Massey. You got a battle out of 3 and 4. We may have a new leader. Massey going to be able to hold on to the lead, as lap down traffic is benefiting the number 25 of Brendan Avila, as Avila's going to be able to roll to the top shelf in 3 and 4. So will Jamie Massey with 13 to go. 12 to go with the Pro Late Models here with the Cedar Lake Speedway. Carter Long pulled it in. Tony Weed and Tyler Daniels the only car to lap down. And we got another great race in lap down traffic with 11 to go. Outside lane has finally moved in here this afternoon with about 11 to go, as Brendan Avila, the 25's got the 54 of Mr. Jonathan Snyder going to be our next car on a lap down, as he's ripping the same line as the leaders. Can Brendan Avila time it one more time with 10 more to go? Jamie Massey to the top shelf. Brendan Avila right there as well, as the 54 is right there in front of him with some more heavy lap down traffic for your race leaders. Oh boy, we got 2 lap down cars of the 54 John the Snyder and the 13 of David Ellis. Here comes the leaders. 8 more to go. Going to be this time by. What is Jamie Massey going to be forced to do here? He's got the 54J right there in front of him. Massey going to go low. 2-car slider in the middle with 3 and 4. Brendan Avila going to split him down to the front stretch. 7 to go. Massey with a beautiful 2-car slider on the lap down traffic, and he's going to get a car between him and Brendan Avila, but Avila's going to battle right back to the outside. 6 more to go here for the late models, and talk about the lap down traffic doing exactly what they needed to do. As you got Massey still your leader, somebody give me a high five this time by. 5 to go here for the Pro Late Models here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Jamie Massey got a little bit of a gap there from Brandon Allen at number 25. More lap down traffic ahead of the number 2 of Orville Combs and the number 24 machine of Zach Steve. As the leaders are getting ready to go this time around, we got 3 to go. As Jamie Massey still going to be the race leader to the top shelf. As you got 3 to go this time by. 3 to go as Jamie Massey has got a nice little comfortable lead over Brandon Avila. Cue up the choir. We got 2 to go this time around. Two to go. Here we go. Will Jamie Massey get to the white flag as he's got a lot of lap down traffic ahead of him as it looks like Brandon Avila may have burned his tires off. White flag in the air. Holy smokes, no way to the SLR community doing beside Jamie Massey. Getting way tight in the middle with 3 and 4. Green and checkered with 18 cars. Race it out, gentlemen. A lot of lap down traffic. Race it out, gentlemen. A lot of lap down traffic. Race it out. Woo-hoo-hoo! Top 3, come on down. Top 3, come on down. Jamie, you may use the podium. 77, can you back up a little bit, please? 25, can you back up as well? Keep going, 77. Keep going, 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 keep going. Stop, both of you. Perfect. Holy smokes, green the checkered here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Huh? What? Wow, what a race indeed. Holy cow. We're heading to Port Royal coming up next, by the way, to the SLR show for a 30-lap feature event. No way did that just go green the checkered with 18 cars. What a race. As we're going to go ahead and get Port Royal loaded up here in just a hot minute for you guys. Excuse me. No way did that just go green the checkered. Unreal. Port Royal for a 30-lap feature event is coming up next at the SLR show for our modified pro late models. Waiting to see if Jamie Massey's going to be joining us here in the broadcast booth, or Brandon Avila, or somebody, because Port Royal is next. Holy smokes. Man, I wish more people were able to see that. Darn it. Jamie Massey with the awesome race for the win.
What up?
Oh my God, green the checkered 40 laps. That racetrack was funky.
Hey, yeah, it was definitely weird. The top took forever to come in, and I was really good on the bottom. I was just coasting, and I was messing with my brake bias, and then I felt it said car number 25 hit me in the quarter panel or something, like contact, and I was like, wait, who? And then he had caught me, and I clicked over to the thing, and he was right on my bumper. I said, oh shit. So I had to take off real quick, he was just as fast as me. I just lap traffic played into my hand a little better than his. So yeah, I thought that I had a big lead. So yeah, shouldn't have been messing with my brake bias.
Well, I'll tell you what, the lap down, the 2-car slider there to put a little separation between you and Brandon Avila was a beautiful move.
Yeah, I felt like that was I didn't want him to. A lot of times when you're waiting to make your move, the guy in second has the advantage to slide and get in between you and the lap car. Anything. He had the advantage going in there. So I knew if I made the first move, and then he had to follow through. So, and plus they're going to get jumbled up when I go by. So that's all you can do, man, is try to win the race. And Braden's really good, and I got a lot of respect for him. He's always raced me really clean. So I knew that he wasn't going to do anything stupid, but I knew he was there to win. So I had to put myself in a spot to get some cars in between us.
Well, hell of a drive, man. Jamie, who do you got to thank, boss man?
Just everybody over at H&L, Papa Mounts Promotions, Mama Bear, you for putting this deal on as always. Jamie Massey Consulting, everybody for racing me clean, and yeah, we'll see what we can do at Port Royal. It's probably my worst track and least favorite, but hopefully you'll figure out how to kill the top and ruin it, and maybe it'll be a good race.
Hey, do me a favor and protest TikTok for me that this is not unoriginal content, please.
It's just better than everybody else's content, brother. See you, man.
See you, man. Thanks, boss man. Brendan Avila, holy cow, you couldn't ask for a better race, man. I thought you were going to get him. I really did, boss.
Yeah, I mean, I found the top there in 1 and 2. I felt like before everybody else did, and just yeah, started flying. Really, it felt like.
I'll tell you what, flying is deed, and then the big slider there for Jamie, put a couple cars between you. Then lap down cars, they were not that bad, I thought.
No, the lap cars were good. He threw that double slider, and then one of them was on the top and one of them was on the bottom. So I pretty much didn't. I pretty much had nowhere to go. I I probably should have done something a little different, but it's all right. We'll try it again next time.
40 lap screen to check it here at Cedar Lake. That racetrack was pretty gnarly. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the racetrack. I felt like, especially there early, I felt like there really was. If the top was cleaned off, I felt like there would have been 3 lanes of racing.
Mm-hmm. Well,
the middle was still good, and the bottom. So,
well, once you guys cleared the top off of about 10 laps or so, it looked out pretty good, man. But hell of a drive. Who do you got to thank? Because we got Port Royal loaded up and ready to go.
Yeah, I just got to thank Dane Norris, Chosen Few, and yeah, that's about it.
Great job, man. Heck of a drive, man. Hopefully, I'll see you at Port Royal Speedway. That's ready to go for you guys.
See you there.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I'll tell you what, 18 pro late models just hit the Cedar Lake Speedway for a 40-lap feature. Does anybody that did not watch want to guess how many cautions that was with 18 late models on the Speedway? Anybody you want to take a guess that did not watch this race? 10:32. 0. Austin, 0. 0 cautions. I kid you not. I kid you not. It was an amazing race, and I wish more of you guys could have seen it, because here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Unreal. Check this out. 0 yellow flags with an 18-car field, and everybody finished besides 2. 17 of them finished, and only 3 pulled it in. Robert didn't even start it. Noah Norris didn't even pull in. The only car that pulled in early was Carter Long. That's it. Everybody else finished in a couple lap down cars. What a spectacular job by the drivers, man. Green the checkered at Cedar Lake Speedway, and we are heading over to the Port Royal Speedway. That will be coming up next. I know. I am so shocked. I was just sitting here calling it, and I couldn't be so much proud of them guys, man. Everybody just kept their cool and just did their thing, man. It was awesome. And the fun fact about it was no mirror racing either, so that made it even better, and no spectator racing on top of it. All weekly. I hope you have as much good luck here. We're going to see what's going to happen here at the Port Royal Speedway. That's going to be coming up next here with the SLR show, and we'll see what happens here at Port Royal. That's loading up right now. Coming up next. Jesus. Wow. You're just as shocked as I am. Good Lord. Well, these guys got a little bit of warm-up laps all ready to go, and we got cars joining in here this afternoon. I got to kill the top. Hey, you know what? You never know, man. As guys are starting to figure out these setups here in just a minute, let me get the overlays up and see what time we have built up. Jonathan Snyder is already manually disconnected here at the Port Royal Speedway. He said, not today, Peter. I'm going to call 5. You're going to call 5? I don't know. I don't know. We had one or two yellows in the heat, like one yellow in the heat. I think a yellow in heat race number 1, but for the feature to go with no yellows, that's crazy. Alrighty, 5 minutes are up. We're gonna get the track prep underway. All right, boys, get the track prep underway. Top in 3 and 4, please. Top in 3 and 4, please. And then we'll run the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Top in 3 and 4, please. Bottom in 1 and 2. Weekly A-Class 2K rating. Did you lose your A-Class? I say again, top in 3 and 4 drivers. Top in 3 and 4 drivers. Bottom in turns 1 and 2. So weekly, what you can do is you can go to time trials and run 4 B class time trials, and you can really, what they bring your SR down to, a 3.0 or a 2.5? Austin, that was a really good race. I'm really shocked with that race, the way it turned out, for sure. 296 right now. Well, if you do 4 super time trials, you can do the fix or the open. Get yourself that MRP, and then once you have that done, you can run anything you want, your best car out there, and you can get a 4.0 and you'll have your A-Class. Trust me. Yeah, that does suck, man. I wanted to see you come out here and have a little bit of fun, but I know you'll get there. Did you join the Discord, by the way, weekly? If you haven't by now, there should be a link in my bio. Trent B isn't going to be joining us on the number 32. He's a local here. All right, gentlemen, go to the middle in 1 and 2. I know you're not, but I just have that rule package, you know. I know. I can't let everybody in. But yeah, join the DC. You're more than welcome to come out there and join us, and you'll get more of the information when we go racing and things like that. Stay on the top in 3 and 4, everybody. Go to the middle in turns 1 and 2, please. Hey, what's going on, Brad? How you doing this afternoon? Can you all let Iracing know, or TikTok know, that this is not unoriginal content, please? They keep restricting my live to the viewers because it is unoriginal and reproduction. Yeah, that's the why we do it the way we do it weekly. It's no shot at anybody or anything like saying B class, you know, or anything like that. It's no shot at all of that. It just makes it very easy for me as an admin to, you know what I mean, come out here. Look at Dylan L. Smith going to be joining us. It's very easy for me as an admin just to be like, hey, you know what I mean? Makes it easy. Like I said, keep running that top in 3 and 4, please. And then we will run that middle in 1 and 2. Thank you. So we're going to do our best to try to get this top lane burned off in turn 3 and 4. And I'm going to leave it nice and marbled up there in turn 1 and 2. And I know there's that big bump in 3 that a lot of people don't like to hit. So that's kind of my game plan here for this track prep here at the Port Royal Speedway. We got about 14 going to be joining us besides Tyler. Trent not going to show up in that as well. Absolutely, that's what I do it for weekly. That's why I have no sponsors. That's why I don't have anybody like a setup shop. I'm a straight raw dog type of deal. Like, I've done this in real life in 2025, so I know all about the series stuff and things like that, man. And trust me, it's nice when you get a group of guys that are fast and just still want to go racing on top of it. And once you get that group, it's like smooth sailing. Yep. All right, well, let's get ready to go here with the SLR show. And by the way, Weekly, tell TikTok that this is not unoriginal content, please. Yeah, I don't, and that's why I make the cars the way they do, because it breaks the setups and makes people have to build new setups to come here. Here we go. Cool deal. Alrighty. I'm never gonna do a league on my own. Leagues, this is basically a league. It's just I'll let everybody have the opportunity to come in and come out. You know what I mean? So it's like an open lead. Hey man, I hope to see you soon, Weekly. Really, I do. Hopefully you do join the SLR Discord. It's essentially a league. You know, sometimes we have money events by our SLR community coming out and giving out money and things like that too. So. I mean, it is what it is, you know. I don't race anymore. Thank you, though. All right, guys, y'all know the drill. Cedar Lake Speedway went green the checker. That's pretty awesome of you guys. Thank you all for doing that. Let's see if we can do the same thing here at Port Royal. I don't know what this track's going to do. I haven't raced here very often. We got 8-lap heats, then a 30-lap feature here this afternoon. So, good luck, everybody. If you're going to pull it in, backstretch walls, the easiest way to do it. And good luck, everybody. Well, let's get ready to go here at the Port Royal Speedway for a 30-lap feature event here tonight. As, yeah, thanks, Alex. Appreciate you. So, as we're going to get ready to rumble here this afternoon, as the number 23, Dylan L. Smith, joins us once again from the Lakeside Performance. Turner Knuckles number 23 to the outside. It'd be David Ellis in the snap-on number 13. You've got Braden Avalon number 25 with the 29 of Carter Long. Meanwhile, the 327 of Hayden Tolson. The 115 of Dane Norris and Doug Hammaker in the 83 machine here at the Port Royal Speedway. As Dylan L. Smith in that number 23 is going to lead them through the middle of 3 and 4 as we are underway. I do not know, Trancon. My TikTok got restricted again too, so that's probably why you can't see it. So as Dane Norris and company in the 115, as Braden Avalon at number 25, we got Hayden Tolson in the 327. Everybody up to the top shelf in turn 3 and 4. Yeah, it's because it restricted me again. Thank you, Weekly. I appreciate it. Change your name, and I'll get you in there as well. As the number 23 of Dylan L. Smith going to be your race leader. As the number 29 of Carter Long. Tell TikTok that this is not unproduced or reproduced content, Trent. That's what it is. They keep doing it to me every single day. If anybody wants to do that, that'd be great. As we get about halfway to go this time around, how about Dylan L. Smith dominating this one? We got him 3 wide in the middle of 3 and 4. Just your iRacing account name. Got about halfway to go here for the Pro Late Models. As the number 25 machine, that's going to be Braden Avalon with Carter Long to the outside as they'll drag race out of the backstretch. Halfway to go for the Pro Late Models here at Port Royal Speedway. Carter Long trying to work to the top shelf as Doug Hammaker's in the wall. Big problems for the 83 of Doug Hammaker. Doug Hammaker in the wall as soon as Trent Kahn said something. After 5 out of 8, Dylan L. Smith is just dominating here this afternoon at number 23 machine. As Braden Avalon, the 25, Carter Long right there behind him. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 327 of Hayden Tolson. Thank you, sir. I'll get you in here immediately. As it's all going to be that number 29 ride. That's going to be old Carter Long to the inside. Braden Avalon, the 25, with a little bit of internet problems. But you know what? It's all Dister. Dylan L. Smith. You got 2 to go. Going to be this time by. I'll tell you what, Dylan has not raced here in a while, but man, he has come back and he is dominating heat race number 1. As it's going to be Braden Avalon, the 25. Here comes Tolson into the 327. Had trouble at the Cedar Lake Speedway in heat race action. Drove all the way up the 4th on a very weird Cedar Lake Speedway. White flag in the air. Good battling going on. Here comes Tolson to the outside in turn 1 and 2 as Dylan L. Smith. He'll make it to himself in the middle with 3 and 4 out of R&R on YouTube, I believe. It's going to be Dylan L. Smith getting it done. Braden Avalon the 25. Hayden Tolson in the 327 will be the top 3. Carter Long in the 29. David Ellis in the 13. The 115 of Dane Norris and Doug Hammaker dead last in heat race number 1. Cool deal. Got you, Austin. Thank you, boss. Cool deal. Let's get ready to go over heat race number 2. EOLs for heat race number 2. Yes, no, maybe so. Cool deal. Cool deal, everybody. All starts on the leader. Do not choke them up out of 3 or 4. Go ahead and do your all's thing. Carter Long is manually disconnected here out of the Port Royal Speedway. We got another event coming up here this afternoon. And that... I don't wanna. I'm busy. I don't want to do that. As we're going to head to the Lanier Speedway and Lincoln Speedway. Going to be our next ready to go. As it's going to be the Reaper Graphics number 31 of Tyler Trentham. Going to start on the pole in this one. From the Capital Race Cars, Advanced Auto Parts, Alpine Industries, Fox Shocks, Interstate Welding, number 31 of Tyler Trentham. You've got the K32 machine. He's a local here to the Port Royal Speedway. Races at Path Valley and Port Royal. He's got a couple of sponsors on that race car that I can't see beside Duke's Diner on the corner panel. You've got the Weed Brothers number, actually the 45 Motorsports, which will just say number 45 of Tony Weed. To the outside in the Hafer's Gunsmithing number 21, it's going to be Nick Miller. You've got the 11 machine. It's going to be from the Flash Sim Sports Tags Farms. McSizer Pipeline. It's going to be Kinder Tosh. And Jamie Massey and Hooker Trucking LLC, number 2 machine, will be in the back of the field. Thank you for the like, by the way, Kyle Larson, as we are ready to go. Pro Late Models here with the Pro Late at the Port Royal Speedway. As heat race number 2 is now underway, as everybody's going to get to the top shelf in turns 1 and 2 here for the Pro Late Models. Here's the 31 machine of Tyler Trentham. Trentham going to go to the top shelf in the middle of turn 3 and 4. He will take lap number 1 of heat race number 2. As everybody's rolling that top shelf, big old cushion going to form in turn 1 and 2. As the 31 of Trent, Tyler Trentham still leading. He's got the win of the I-55 Speedway here this afternoon as well. As you have J.B. Massey, who wanted the Cedar Lake Speedway, working the bottom side of the Speedway. As Nick Miller in at number 21 hooks in right behind him. Might throw the slide job in turn 1 and 2, but holds it to the bottom side of the Speedway. As J.B. Massey's got to run, Trent Beesham into the wall. Look out, look out. Oh no, we got Beesham and Massey in the wall, and Massey disappears. What was that at the Port Royal Speedway? Trent Beesham is way off the pace there. Massey went to the outside of him and it automatically disappears. Halfway to go. Okay. As Tyler Trentham, that number 31, still going to be a race leader, as Nick Miller showing some speed at that number 17 of 17.537 his last lap time. As the 21 of Nick Miller rolling to the inside of the speedway with the number 31, 11 machine of Kinder Tosh, the 45 of Tony Weed, then it'll be the K32 of Trent Beesham, who is just seems to be out of the ballpark here for the Pro Late Models here this afternoon. He's got a good run on Tony Weed, that number 45 machine. You're going to see 2 to go, going to be this time by for race leader, the 31 of Tyler Trentham. Interesting, as Tyler Trentham's able to roll the top in turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Hoping to see what's going to happen to this 31 lapper. It might be a ringing around the rosy. No, Austin. Drunk driver took care of that in Georgia last season, or I would be. White flag for Mr. Tyler Trentham and that number 31 machine. He'll be able to roll down to the backstretch right through the middle of turn 3 and 4 for the final time, as Tyler Trentham will get it done. That number 31 machine. Second will go to Nick Miller in the number 21. You'll have the 11 of Kinder Tosh. It'll go to Tony Weed and the 32K of Trent Beesham. No, a drunk driver in Cleveland, Tennessee destroyed me coming back from Sugar Creek Raceway out of Georgia. So that ended my career pretty much, because I don't have a car to travel in long distance. So if you guys don't know, Austin B on another side of things asking why I don't announce the American All-Star Series anymore, because of that. Gotta love them. But that's okay. We will be back here on iRacing. We'll try to maybe get another opportunity. And yeah, it is what it is, boss man. Alrighty. Alrighty. Anybody want an EOL penalty? Yes, no, maybe so. Sure does. we'll be heading to the Lanier Speedway. That'll be coming up next at the SLR show. We'll get that loaded up and ready to go while we're at it here tonight. So if you guys don't know, I'm all about efficiency. I'm all about getting the show in, and getting out. Tomorrow we'll be back live, by the way, at the SLR show, about 6 o'clock on a Friday, as we'll be heading to the Lanier Speedway. That'll be coming up next here for the SLR show. So what I do is I try to get everything rolling as fast as we can. We'll get a little bit of time for practice. Those guys that want to join in can join in and get in and do their thing. We'll see what this racetrack is going to do, as I am for sure myself. But so far, it looks like it's going to be a top dominant racetrack, as Lanier is loaded up and ready to go. That'll be coming up next. That's what I'm saying, Austin. That's exactly how I see about it. I'm still alive, able to do this still right from my home with some great drivers here on the Iracing simulator. So it's really typically about the same thing. It's just not as big as an obvious audience, and I don't have to travel 900 miles. Either way, though, I was committed, though. It is feature time here for the Pro Late Models here at the Port Royal Speedway for a 30-lap feature here tonight. Offering EOL, just no maybe so. Alrighty, you guys got the field. All starts on the leader. I don't know what the track's gonna do. I hope it don't stay up top all day, but I don't know. Other than that, good luck everybody. Don't straight line anybody, don't full send anybody. Lanier Speedway will be loaded up right after checkered flag here at Port Royal Speedway. So get ready to get in, go out. Top three, come on down to the front stretch. Leader in the Port Royal sign. Second and third right there in front and on each side of them. Other than that, good luck, gentlemen. TikTok is currently live restricting me to the live viewers. So if you guys want to protest TikTok or do something about it, please tell them. Other than that, good luck, everybody. Well, here we go. As our Pro Late Models, as the number 23, Dylan Smith is going to start on the pole here tonight. I haven't seen him yet there, Kian. After that, it's going to be the 31. It's going to be Tyler Trentham going to be joining us. To the inside will be the number 30. That's going to be actually the 25. Will be Braden Avila on the inside starting in third. You've got the number 21. That's going to be Nick Miller. You've got the 11 of Kinder Tosh. Hayden Tolson at number 327 to the inside. After that's going to be the number 13 of David Ellis with the 45 of Tony Weed. You've got the 115 of Dane Norris, the K32 right out of here at the Port Royal Speedway will be Trent Bees. You got Doug Hammaker in the 83 and the number 2 of Jamie Massey with that weird crash that happened in the back of the field, as we are going to get ready to go for the Pro Late Models, as Smith and Trentham, hopefully he's going to fire it in the middle, 3 and 4, and we are green here at the Port Royal Speedway. I don't know what the racetrack's going to do, so here we go. As the number 25 of Braden Avila, everybody looks like they're going to be slicing to the outside of the speedway. Avila to the bottom, Hayden Tolson to the bottom, Jamie Massey working the inside of 3 and 4. Kinder Tosh, a lot of guys in a straight line down to the backstretch. A lot of people get on the brake binders. Doug Hammaker in the wall in turn 1 and 2. Hayden Tolson and Jamie Massey going to go to war. As Braden Avila to the top shelf. Slide job for the 327 to Tolson. As Jamie Massey making quick work of this field, as he's already up 7 spots from his starting position. 30 laps around the Port Royal Speedway as the battle for the race lead continues. Thank you for the like, by the way. As the number 23 of Dylan Smith is going to be your leader. Tyler Trentham right there behind him. Then you got the number 21 of Nick Miller. It'll go to Hayden Tolson and the number 2 machine of Jamie Massey. How about the 11 of Kinder Tosh? As it seems like it's going to stay on the outside of the speedway momentarily. It happens. As the 23 of Smith, oh no, look out, 31 way sideways, and what a save for Nick Miller, but he had to get hard on the binders. Tyler Trentham is having handling issues as Hayden Tolson able to work to the bottom. So the number 2 of Jamie Massey, Nick Miller to the outside, as Miller will fall back into the third slot. Look at Tolson running the bottom side of the speedway, right there with Jamie Massey as well, 26 to go. How about that? Hayden Tolson able to run the bottom here at the Port Royal Speedway with 25 more to go as Smith's going to be in the wall. Here comes your new race leader, Hayden Tolson on the bottom side of the speedway with Jamie Massey in the 2 as well. No freaking way. Jamie Massey and Hayden Tolson ran the bottom and took the lead in 10 laps, literally. Smith going to take a dive to the inside of 23. Massey going to look low. Tyler Trentham there. Massey hard on the binders, and wow, it'll go to Tyler Trentham to the inside. Big slider there for the second spot. You got Dylan there in the 23 to the inside. Jamie Massey clearly faster than both these drivers as Smith's going to be able to throw the slide job in turn 3 and 4 as here comes Massey battling right back to the bottom side, gets both of them down the front stretch. Boy, I'll tell you what, Jamie Massey and Hayden Tolson just ran the whole entire bottom here at the Port Royal Speedway, and then now goes Hayden Tolson to the top shelf. As Tyler Trentham and Dylan Smith continue to battle for the 3rd spot with 21 more to go. That's impressive to watch both them drivers run the bottom side of the speedway and then go directly to the top with 21 to go here at Port Royal. Unbelievable. Kinder Tosh got a good battle for the 5th spot as he's going to work through the middle with turn 1 and 2. Maybe find what Jamie Massey did as the old number 21 and Nick Miller going to get to the top shelf. Curtis Griffin always rooting for Hayden Tolson as here comes Kinder Tosh on the bottom side. Brandon Hamilton the 25 might stick a 3 wide. He does not at this time. 19 to go. 19 to go for the Pro Late Models here this afternoon as you do have the battle for the 3rd spot as Jamie Massey going to try to close in on the 327. Here comes Tyler Trentham with a big slider as the number 23 of Dylan Smith battles back on the inside. 18 to go. I'm very impressed with the Port Royal Speedway. The bottom side of the speedway is still here with these Pro Late Models, and Hayden Tolson is moved right back to the bottom in 3 and 4. Port Royal's got 2 lanes of race, and that's incredible here at the SLR show. As you got the 11, that's going to be Kinder Tosh. You got Nick Miller in the 21 to the top shelf. As looks like the bottom is still in off of turn number 2. And look at the run the 11 gets of Kinder Tosh. As Nick Miller forced to the top shelf, Brandon Avila, David Ellis, and Dane Norris are also running the bottom in turn 3 and 4. Jamie and Hayden Tolson are running 17.6s as this guy's going to be 3 wide down here with Braden Avalon the 25, David Ellis in the 13 to the inside. 16 more laps to go. 15 to go for the Pro Late Models here tonight as David Ellis is still working on Braden Avila. As Avila's in the 25. Look at Ellis back to the inside as Avila's going to be in the wall down to the backstretch. Makes it easy for David Ellis to be able to roll to the inside as Jamie Massey still closing in on Hayden Tolson. 14 to go here this afternoon for our Pro Late Models, our modified Pro Late Models. Look at the run. Brandon Avila's got off in turn 1 and 2. He must have hit that wall just right, and he was able to rip right around the outside of David Ellis in that number 13. 13 to go for these Pro Late Models here at the Port Royal Speedway. As Nick Miller at number 21's got a little bit of right rear quarter panel damage. That spoiler starting to fold in a little bit. As I have a number 31 of Tyler Trentham going to be in that 3rd spot. As Hayden Tolson starting to get caught here by Jamie Massey a little bit. We might get into some lap down traffic here later this afternoon. Trent Beesham in the K32 in the wall. Down to the front stretch, about 12 more to go. He's got Tony Weed right there behind him in number 45. And Doug Hammaker running in the back of the field in our last position. As we continue on with this battle, Hayden Tolson able to rip the lip to the outside. Jamie Massey has found some speed somewhere on the speedway. As Hayden Tolson rolls up to the outside, we will have our Pro Late Models at the Lanier Speedway be coming up next. 10 to go here at Port Royal. 10 to go at Port Royal. Hayden Tolson has found the top shelf, and he is banging that right rear quarter panel off the wall. But Jamie Massey is slowly closing in on your race leader with 9 to go. You got cars everywhere on the speedway. Trent Beasley, that dog show with Nick Miller, and that number 21 that got into the wall. That's going to make Dane Norris in the 115 easily going to be able to get to the inside. We got 9 to go, and Nick Miller's going to make the hard left-hander. He's going to pull it in, and Nick Miller's going to call it a night in that number 21 machine. Oh boy, as Hayden Tolson, still your race leader in that 327, searching all over the speedway, trying to figure out where Jamie Massey was starting to close in on him with 7 more to go. Lap down traffic may be a factor with Doug Hammaker in the 83 in the back of the field. Hammaker's running the exact line where the leaders are going to be at with about 6 more to go, and it looks like the bottom lane is where it's at. As Jamie Massey's starting to work that outside line once again off of 3 and 4, as it could be the 31 of Tyler Trenham for third. You will have Dylan L. Smith, Brendan Avila. It'll go to yellow. No, we got a yellow flag for Kinder Tosh. Front stretch, gentlemen. Oh man, Kinder Tosh killed the front stretch wall for our first yellow flag. Kinder Tosh killed the front stretch wall on his own for our yellow flag, guys. Doug Hammaker in the hot pitch trying to figure out what's going on, and now we may have a race here at the Port Royal Speedway. As Jamie Massey was doing a good job trying to close in. Tire temps are going to get up there. It's all good. I threw the yellow as soon as you hit the wall, boss man. It's all good. It's all good. I seen you hit the wall. I was like, oh, crap. Wow. Our first yellow flag with 5 more laps to go as Kinder Tosh killed the front stretch wall. Alrighty, guys. Looks like everybody's ready to go. 1 to green this time by. Alrighty. 1 to green this time by, Hayden. 1 to green this time by, Hayden Tolson. Alrighty. So let's get ready to rip here as Jamie Massey and Hayden Tolson going to get ready to line up. You'll have the number 31 of Tyler Trenham with the number 23 of Dylan L. Smith. It'll go to Braden Avalon, the 25, the 115 of Dane Norris. David Ellison at number 13 with the K32 of Trent Beasley, the 45. It'll be Tony Weed and Doug Hammaker. Can we get through this one? One yellow flag. We're underway. We're going to see what the tires are going to do here as that Port Royal Speedway is back underway with 5 more to go. Jamie Massey tried to solve. Jamie Massey in the wall. Jamie Massey into the wall. We get a big crash down the backstretch. Tyler Trenham threw a slider right there in turn 1 and 2. And Jamie Massey's going to run right into the back bumper of Tyler Trenham. Oh, he wasn't ready! Oh my goodness. Here we go, 2 yellows. My goodness. My goodness. Tyler Trenham is going to throw this slider right there, and Massey with the cut down runs right into those back bumper, and that's all she wrote. Trent Beasley and Doug Hammaker both get involved. Tony Weed in the 45 as well for our first yellow flag. Oh my goodness. Oh, Kinder Tosh. I'm just kidding. Oh boy. Oh my, that's great. See, Kinder? Oh my, we're under yellow flags. Yep. Just wasn't ready. J Money, thank you for the heart me and the roses. J Money, can you tell TikTok that this is not reproduced content, please? Please. They keep restricting my account saying this is reproduced contacts or whatever it is. Can somebody scream? Hey, I was quick with the flag. I was for sure. I think it was going to be coming out either way. Double file, 1 to green this time by, guys. We had a lot of cars in the hot pits. Double file going to be 1 to green this time by. Oh boy, so it looks like Massey is not going to be able to rejoin it, and so will Tony Weed. Yes, please, because my My content keeps getting nailed for repurpose or some it's just silly. As we're going to get ready to go, Hayden Tolson and company going to take off out of 3 and 4. We are back underway. 4 to go for these late models, as it's going to be Hayden Tolson out for the 23, and Dylan L. Smith going to be holding on to that second spot. Dane Norris in the 115 for the 4th spot. We got about 3 more to go. Going to be this time by. 3 to go, they say. Dane Norris going to take it to the inside. Big trying to throw a big slider in turn 1 and 2. We got about 3 more to go here tonight. As the 31 Tia Tyler Trenham going to look to the inside of Dylan L. Smith. Big slider in the middle of 3 and 4. We got 2 to go this time by. 2 to go here for these pro late models. Thank you. I appreciate you, boss man. As the number 23 at Dylan L. Smith, you'll have the number 31 machine. That's going to be Tyler Trenham to the inside. You got the white flag in the air and for Hayden Tolson. As Hayden Tolson and the number 327 going to be your leader. Here come the 115 of Dane Norris with a slide job. Tyler Trenham going to try to get to the inside of Norris as they'll drag race out of the backstretch. As Tyler's going to dive it in deep. Dane Norris disappears in front of my eyes. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. It's going to be a drag race to the line. It's going to be Dane Norris. Dane Norris gets the 3rd spot. Good God, what a race. Woo! Come on down, top 3. Please use the podium. Tolson and company, please use the podium. The restriction is... The restriction is for... reproduction or unoriginal. Yeah, I got you. I'll send it to you here in a minute. Cool deal. As Lanier Speedway is going to be coming up next here for the SLR show. Woohoo! Yeah, I got you, J Money. 1 second. So, as we are going to get the top 3 up in here, how about Hayden Tolson, your winner? Hayden Tolson, the winner here at Port Royal Speedway.
What's up?
That was a good race, man. Watching you work the bottom side of Port Royal from the back to the front within 6 laps. That was impressive.
Oh, yeah. The bottom actually wasn't bad that race. I could kind of make it work there early on, and then I think I got out front. I moved to the top there, and ran top for a couple laps, and I seen Jamie was gaining most of his time off at the 2 and kind of in the 3, and I was started searching around, just trying to see where he was catching me, and couldn't quite find that, and I just kept searching throughout the race, and he wrecked out or got in a whatever or what happened, but hate that happened for him. I think we're going to have a really good race, and yeah, we'll take it.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what, that was a awesome race, though, but you guys ran. I got Lanier loading up next, and, man, I'll tell you, once you got the lead, man, you hit that top shelf, but then you started searching a little bit. What was different about this track?
I feel like you could really make good speed in the middle of 3 and 4, especially. I know a couple times I would try it, and I'd get a little loose, but I think if you were tight enough, you could kind of make the middle in 3 and 4 work. But
well, good. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was pretty much done after that.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Thanks for coming out here and racing, man. Who do you got to thank? As Lanier Speedway's coming up for the 40 lapper.
Just I'm gonna do a speed shot, see if I'm sports, toss and I repair, see if you put this race on. Yeah, thanks, Rose.
Hey, man. Hopefully I'll see you at Lanier.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, Jay Money, can you send me a message on TikTok, please? I tried to send you one, but it won't let me. Dylan Smith for a second. Welcome back, boss.
Hey, man, thanks.
Man, talk about this race. You had the lead there early, and then all of a sudden you saw a 327 and a 2 car on the inside. Probably said, what's going on here at Port Royal?
Yeah, when I seen that those two were in here, I'll be honest, I was kind of crapping myself anyway. I got a lot of respect for Hayden and Jamie. Those two are always really fast. And then they got by me, and I thought I had a third place car, and got doored there by Tyler, and I wasn't too thrilled with that. And then he took Jamie out too, which I guess kind of played in my favor because then I finished second. But
other than that, man, it wasn't a too terrible race. What was so different about this racetrack as we head to Lanier next?
Man, honestly, I've never felt anything like this. Like you said, this isn't a very familiar track. I've never raced here really, so I didn't know where to be or anything like that. I thought the top was going to be the play for most of the race, and then I seen Hayden start moving around, and I kind of just followed him, and it ended up working out, finding that middle like he was talking about in 3 and 4, and then you could kind of move all around down in 1 and 2 a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what, heck of a drive in number 23. Good to see you as Lanier's loaded up and ready to go. Who do you got to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank you for putting this on, obviously. Turner Knuckles Consulting, RKR Paint and Drywall, Acord Farmstead, Riley Knoll Racing, AK Custom Apparel, Lakeside Performance, and Redline Nation Racing.
Hey, man, thanks for coming out. I got Lanier ready to go, and it's filling up quick. I hope we'll see you there.
Thanks, brother.
Dane Norris, man, what a drive by you and Tyler Trentham, drag racing style coming off of 4.
Yeah, I really wasn't even sure who won it, to be honest with you.
Well, it says you did by, literally, let me go look here real minute. By, oh, it ain't going to give it to me. You were 1842, Trentham 1857.
Yeah, I knew it was close. I was like, well, shit, I don't know where to go over there to the broadcast booth or not. I like, because it showed me in 4th, and then it showed me in 3rd, and I was like, what the heck? So, anyway, I'll take it. A podium's a podium, and you know how I feel about it. There's some bad boys in this one, though. I didn't have nothing for them. It's a shame they got crashed.
Yeah, that is a shame. Tyler Trentham went to the bottom, a little bit of a slider there, and Jamie was going for the cut down, and there he was. So it is what it is. But Port Royal, this was a little different. Port Royal, you would run the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, it felt pretty good down there, but I took so much gear out of the car because I figured it would go to the top. And it'd be dominant up there. So it was kind of lugging the car coming off the corners, but I mean, it was working, and I was just going where there wasn't nobody else trying to anyway.
Well, it worked out pretty good. Looks like around a full packed house for Lanier Speedway. Not bad for 2 yellows. Who do you got to thank here at Port Royal?
Just the normal guys, TSR, Moose Knuckle Outfitters, Trash Panda Graphics, GFY Traction Company. You for putting them on. I think I got a few people watching, be my cousin and my buddy Rich, so I'll give them a shout out to you.
Hey, thank you for shouting out and bringing your fans and family here as we got Lanier loaded up. It's full house in there. We better get ready to get track prep started.
Go.
Well, we got a full house over here at the Lanier Speedway. As, yeah, I missed it too, apparently. I seen that. There's like one spot left, I suppose, as the Lanier Speedway is going to be coming up next here for the SLR show. Full house of these pro late models here tonight as we continue on here this afternoon at the SLR show. Good to have everybody here in the house here this afternoon. We got another full field of cars, it looks like, here at the Lanier Speedway. We're going to load in just in a nick of time as Heather Kent now going to be joining us, a few other guys. Kevin Iracing, Kevin Sanders, you got Jamie Reed, Austin Hines. Everybody's rolling in here at the Lanier Speedway. We'll see if we get 21 cars rolling in at the Lincoln Speedway. That's going to be our final event here this afternoon. And if, J-Money, if you're still out there, boss, I need you to send me a, message. I'm trying to see if I can find one for you, and I just can't, so I guess I'll have to find you here in a minute and figure out what's going on here as we're getting ready to go here for the Lanier Speedway. Hey, Jamie, at least the Port Royal Speedway wasn't all the way to the top. At least we got that right. Alrighty, here we are at the Lanier Speedway. Jeffrey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys. Let's get you all in the lane on the top. Let's get you on the lane on the top in both corners, please, and thank you. All cars to the top shelf. I repeat, all cars to the top shelf, please. Let's get that track prep in. You guys have been on the bottom since I'm doing interviews. Please, everybody go to the top shelf. Thank you. So we have a full field of late models here. Joshua Strom, Millo and Company. Only took 20 cars here tonight for the first time in a while on a Thursday night that we have a full field of cars. As we're going to get ready to rock and roll. And yeah, I get it, Jamie. We're going to Lincoln next, but I appreciate you for coming out and racing, boss man. And Hayden Tolson didn't even get in this one either, so we got a couple of new names joining in. Hunter Jordan, number 22, the 13 of Keegan Sanders will be here. Dane Norris and the 115 will be here as well. You'll have the number 2 of Kevin Iracing. You got the 18 of Zach Staggs going to be joining us here for the first time here at the SLR show. You've got the number 13 of David Ellis will be joining us as well. The number 22 of Hunter Jordan. All cars to the top shelf. I repeat, all cars to the top shelf here for a little bit of track prep, please, and thank you. Alrighty, hey, we got 20 Pro late models here. Once again into the SLR show. It's been a while since that has happened. As we continue on here this afternoon, as the old number 2 of Kevin Iracing and Company with the 18 machine, that's going to be Zach Staggs, also on the Speedway. We have about a minute yet to go here this afternoon. All cars, slide jobs in 1 and 2, slide jobs in 3 and 4, please. Sliders in 1 and 2, sliders in 3 and 4, please, and thank you for the track prep. Cool deal. We got a full field of cars here at the Lanier Speedway for the Pro late models here tonight. Yes, that Smith dude, I will clip and edit every single race that we run. I will send them all, and I'll clip and everything else like that. If you want the whole replay of that race, I will need you your email, because it's going to be about a gigabit big. Yep. Well, as we're going to get ready to rumble here this afternoon, as we got about 5 more seconds. Everybody's running slider line in 3 and 4. What am I supposed to say hush about? What am I supposed to say hush about? What do I do now, Trent? Oh my, I don't know either, but we got a very interesting Lanier Speedway here coming up next here for the SLR show. We got a couple new names joining us for the first time here tonight as well. But we've got 20 cars going to be here at the Lanier Speedway. We've got a very interesting track prep done, and we are ready to go for heat race number 1. Tav and Birch are going to take one. Alrighty, we got some new names and new faces here for the SLR show. Anybody want an EOL penalty? Everybody makes a race, everybody will make the show. Cool deal. This is for the new guys. Welcome to the SLR show. You can find this live stream on 4 channels. One on the black, which you can't find right now because I'm restricted. You can find it on the red, the purple, and the blue. If you want to come out here and go racing, please have some respect. Don't straight line walls. Don't treat this like a video game. Treat it like a little bit of seriousness here, boys. Search SLR for the stream and any of those 4. Hopefully you can find it. Other than that, gentlemen, all starts on the leader. No waves around, no quick repairs. Inside lane, go ahead and move on up. If you're gonna pull it in, do not stop on the racetrack. If you are not broken, do not stop on the racetrack. Pull it in like you would in the pit area off of turn number 4. Other than that, any wrecks or anything, I give out EOL penalties for. 2 of those, you'll get the DQ'd from the event. And if you drive like crap, you will also be eliminated. That's how I like to say it. Other than that, guys, go out and have fun. Go racing. Straight line, full send anybody, deliberately wreck anybody during yellow flag conditions, checkered flag conditions at any time. That's it. Good luck, everybody. We got one more event tonight. It'll go to Lincoln Speedway for a 40-lap feature event, as these modified pro late models have been outstanding tonight. Full fields, full awesome racing. We had 18-car green, the checkered race at Cedar Lake Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, the pro late models are here at the Lanier Speedway as Tony Weed, Cody McDonald, the 13 of Austin Hines, and Keegan Sanders, and we are underway. 3 wide in turn 1 and 2 as the number 13 of Keegan Sanders to the inside as the 32 of Austin Hines got into the wall as racing continues here for the pro late models here tonight. So far, it's a pretty good show here for the pro late models. Everybody on the bottom shelf of the speedway early. As Tony Weed in the 45, Cody B. McDonald at number 28. Look at Keegan Sanders to the outside of the speedway in 3 and 4. As Keegan in the 13 found something a little bit different early for heat race number 1. Tyler Trentham in that number 31 machine on the inside. As racing continues, they're still single file through the middle of 3 and 4. We got the newcomer, Heather Kent, going to be joining us in the number 64 machine for the first time. I do like that old school like bomber look that's going on out here. I do not know Take Keith the rapper. I do not, Bentley. Pretty good race here as Tyler Trentham always really loose in the corners. Look out, Keegan Sanders into the wall. He's got a broken right front, and it looks like Sanders is going to be forced to pull it into the infield. Oh no, Keegan Sanders in the 13 going to try to get it off the speedway. He is broken. He does in time, and we will stay green. Thank you, Keegan Sanders. We love you. As Tony Weed in the 45, going to be able to roll to the inside. Tyler Trentham is always completely sideways in that number 31 machine. Oh, my goodness. Tyler Trentham. Keep it green, Tyler. Keep it going. Keep going, Tyler. Go, 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 go.
Thank you for the follow. Here, take this yellow flag.
Tyler Trentham manually disconnected. He said his wheel disconnected. You might want to go talk to some people in the SLR Discord as Tyler Trentham, you might want to talk to some people in the SLR Discord. You might want to talk to some people immediately.
Thank you for the follow. Here, take this
Thank you for the
yellow
follow,
flag.
Jaden Poulos and Justin Wilson. Thank you for the follow as well. Apparently, Tyler Trentham wheel just literally disconnected or something on him. I don't know, but he might want to go talk to people in the SLR Discord. Double file going to be one to green this time around. Heather Kent in third. Yeah, I like that. Who is that Heather Kent guy? That number 64 machine. First time I've ever seen this driver in that Longhorn number 64 machine, as we're under yellow flag edition for the first time. As we're gonna get ready to rock and roll as the number 45 of Tony Weed and company. Meanwhile, it's gonna be the number 28 of Cody B. McDonald to the top shelf as we are ready to go. Who is this Heather Kent, by the way? 9 out of 10 here for these late models. I don't know. Is it a girl? I don't know. Help me out. If it's a girl, that'd be really cool because here he or she comes to the inside, 4 wide. As you got Chris Swanson in the Nitro Graphics 171 ride. As the racing's going to get really good down to the backstretch. As we got the white flag in the air, Tony Weed on the inside. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. It's going to be the 28 of Cody B. McDonald at the line. Wow! Holy smokes! Wow, what a race. Heather is Ryan Kent. He's a good guy. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So it is a male, everybody. It's a male. Hey, you know what? You can email Iracing. Anybody want the EOL penalty here for heat race number 2? Go ahead, Nick. Okay, guys, inside lanes, outside lanes, go ahead and move on up. Alrighty, heat race number 2 getting ready to line up. As the number 31 ride, that's going to be old Mr. Matt Smith going to start on the pole. To the outside to be Hunter Jordan at number 22 machine. As we're ready to go for the Pro Late Models here at the Linear Speedway. Newcomer in the 18 of Zach Staggs joins us for the first time as that number 90 machine of James Dahl. He'll work himself to the outside. You got the number 31 of Matt Smith going to be your race leader. Here comes Hunter Jordan tiptoeing to the outside of the speedway. Has Hunter Jordan at number 22 final lane to the outside. He may have as he's going to get a good run to the top shelf. It's going to be the 31 of Matt Smith to the inside. The outside lane at Lanier is in. What? As the number 22 machine, that's going to be old Hunter Jordan to the top shelf. As the number 31 on Matt Smith, meanwhile the 115 of Dane Norris as those guys are rolling through the middle of turn 3 and 4. And as we're about halfway to go, going to be this time around, as it's going to be that number 22 machine of Hunter Jordan going to be able to roll to the outside. You've got Matt Smith with that number 31, the 115 machine of Dane Norris, as Norris going to be able to roll right to the top shelf as the 18 of Zach Staggs. How about the 90 machine of James Dahl, as you have the old number 22 of Hunter Jordan out in front. Who can tell that the Linear Speedway went to the outside early? I think that pass there got everybody thinking because Hunter Jordan at number 22 driving away in this one. You've got the 31 of Matt Smith with the 115 of Dane Norris as Norris will be in the third spot. How about the 18, a newcomer, Zach Staggs in the 18. You'll have the number 90 machine of James Dahl. After that's going to go to the 2 machine of Kevin Iracing. You have the number 21 of Nick Miller going to be able to roll to the bottom side. As Hunter Jordan continues to lead this one at number 22 machine as he rolls to the top shelf once again through the middle of 3 and 4. After that's going to be the old number 31 of Matt Smith. He lost his spoiler. He's got a lap to be able to clear as Matt Smith in that 31's got no spoiler. He's going to get to the backstretch. Dane North on 115. Slide top in the middle of 3 and 4. At the 22 machine, that's going to be Hunter Jordan. It'll go to Dane Norris, Matt Smith in the 31. It'll go to the 18 of Zach Staggs, the number 90 machine of James Dahl. Meanwhile, the 2 of Everson. After that's going to be the 21 of Nick Miller. That'll be your field. Alrighty, as we're getting ready for feature time here with the SLR show. Let's go. There, Caleb, it's already 20 people filled in. Alrighty, EOL penalties for Lanier.
Thank you for the follow. Here, take
Jacob
this
Skinner,
flag.
thank you for the follow. And Jax Hayes, thank you for the follow as well. Offering EOLs for the Pro Late Models here for the Lanier Speedway. Thanks, Tavin. Okay, anybody else want that EOL penalty? Final call. Cool deal. Looks like some drivers did not make it. Austin Hines will not be joining us. So the 15 will be taking an EOL penalty. So the 11, and I believe that is Keegan Sanders. You guys can go ahead and move on up. Other than that, guys, all-stars are on the leader. No waiver rounds, no quick repairs. Some of you guys are new here to the stream. I appreciate you guys for coming out and checking it out. Other than that, guys, don't straight line anybody. Don't full send anybody or anything like that. If anything happens on the racetrack that you feel that might have been intentional or anything like that, feel free to message me in my Discord. If you're not in the SLR Discord, I recommend you guys do so. We have polls and everything else like that for you guys to vote in for the cars and races. We race on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and I don't even charge you anything to come out here and have fun. Other than that, boys, good luck, everybody. Please do not stop on the speedway. Other than that, good luck. We'll see you top 3 on the front stretch, single file lane. We'll head to Lincoln Speedway coming up next. Good luck, everybody. We will start 15 cars out of the 20 that signed in. Let's get ready to go as Trent Kahn self-advertising in the SLR chats. Here we go for our pro late models here with Lanier. It's going to be Cody B. McDonald and Hunter Jordan. It's showtime here for the pro late models. Reaper Designs, what? Don't look like a bot, go to Reaper Designs, what? As we are ready to go as our first lap, as Hunter Jordan going to go back right to the outside. Old Tony Weed pushed way tight as it's all going to be the 115 of Dane Norris. As Norris and company, the 45 of Tony Weed will go to the middle in 3 and 4. As the number 31 of Matt Smith, as he's going to go to the inside. A lot of slicing, a lot of dicing here as we're 3 out of 40 so far. Matt Smith in the 41 as Zach Staggs in the 18. Looks like he's going to disappear on my screen, and he's able to hang on to it as the pro late models are racing here at the Lanier Speedway. 4 out of 40 so far, and so far, guys are starting to get their groove here a little bit. Heather Kent is also out on the speedway. We did confirm that is a gentleman behind the wheel. As we got Dane Norris invisible as he is literally inside the Nitro Graphics 171 machine. As we continue on here this afternoon as Seven out of 40 here for these late models at the Lanier Speedway. Cody McDonald and Chris Swanson going to be the 1-2 as McDonald's going to the top shelf. Hunter Jordan to the outside as well. As the old 115, that's going to be Dane North to the inside as racing continues here this afternoon. As you're new to, I'm sorry, Kobe, I apologize. New to Iracing, got my setup. What's your best advice? I know get practice, other tools you're going to recommend. First, you can join the SLR Discord, Kobe, and start working with some of the drivers in the Discord and start learning the ins and outs of iRacing. I haven't raced since 2024, so I can't really give you too much of an option. As Dane Norris of the 115's got a little internet problem as we go. Oh, Matt Smith. Oh, come on, Kent. What a save as they were 3 wide in turns 1 and 2. As Matt Smith threw a slider, James Dogg caught a little piece of it in the 64 machine of Heather Kent. Caught a bit of that and then saved it in turns 1 and 2. Woo! 11 out of 40, going to battle for the race lead. As Chris Swanson, the 171, is going to look to the inside of Cody B. McDonald. McDonald to the middle in turn 1 and 2. As Chris Swanson to the inside, side by side. Great battle down to the backstretch. Swanson continues to roll. Look at Dane Norris in the 115, trying to slider line in the middle of 3 and 4. As Hunter Jordan is going to get the run to the outside. The question is when is that top lane going to come back in for Hunter Jordan? We know he's got it. And as there's Tony Weed to the outside, Hunter Jordan gets watched way to the top shelf. As we got 14 out of 40 here at the Lanier Speedway. Pretty good race here on the year so far. As the 115 of Dane Norris with the 22 of Hunter Jordan to the top shelf. As it's still Cody B. McDonald, that number 28 machine, your race leader. As here comes Chris Swanson, going to take a dive to the inside. As they'll go 2 by 2 off 3 and 4. Dane Norris going to push way tight. Hunter Jordan's going to head to the brake pedal. They're 3 wide in 3 and 4. Jordan's going to give old Dane Norris a little bit of a right rear quarter panel, and what a save! Because here comes Matt Smith in the number 31 to the inside. Racing all over the speedway. As Dane North with a little internet problem. Dame's dog caught a door for the number 2 machine of Kevin Iracing. 24 more to go here this afternoon as the old number 28 machine of Cody McDonald. As it'll be the 171 of Chris Swanson. He'll roll through the middle of turn 3 and 4. We got 24 to go. Hunter Jordan's got the outside lane rolling as we got 23 yet here for these pro late models. Guys slicing. Oh, Tony Weed. Tony Weed. Oh, Tony Weed's going to end up into the wall. Stuck in 3 wide. Broken right front. The 45 of Tony Weed hits the brake pedal. It pulls it into the infield. That is a tough break for the 45 of Tony Weed as he was 3 wide with the 2 of Iracing to the outside of him, and then all of a sudden he ended into the outside wall with a broken right front. That is a tough break for Tony Weed. Thankfully, he got it into the infield and no yellow flag came out for the rest of the field, so everybody salute Tony Weed for that one. As McDonald in the 28, going to be right there, still your race leader as the Chris Swanson 171 will go to Hunter Jordan in the 3rd spot. You've got the 115 of Dane Norris will go to the 31 of Matt Smith, the number 90 of James Dahl. 19 more to go. I'm waiting to see when this outside lane's going to go in. You got Kevin Iracing in the number 2. You get the number 64 machine of Heather Kent, going to be in the 8th spot. You've got the 13 machine of David Ellis with the number 11 of Kinder Tosh as the field's starting to move to the outside of the speedway. You got Tavin Bircher going to be joining us in that number 15 machine. Going to throw a wild slide job as we got some stuff going on here as the 11, that's going to be Kinder Tosh. He got into the wall. David Ellis in the 13 as well. About 17 more to go. Racing all over the speedway here this afternoon. Kinder Toss on the 11 with the number 21. That's going to be old Mr. Nick Miller. As we see Nick Miller up to the front, but it seems like here a little bit he's struggling with these pro late models here tonight. Newcomer Zach Staggs joins us here for the first time, that number 18, as he's got the 13 of David Ellis. Look at Keegan Sanders with a good cut down off of turn number 2, as Sanders going to be running in the 12th spot. Tavin Bircher in the 15 as well in the back of the field, as he's got a race in 3 wide here with the Lanier Speedway. As we make it a battle for the race lead here soon, as you have the number 28 of Cody McDonald going to go to the top shelf, as that's going to be Chris Swanson in the 171. Meanwhile, the number 22 machine, that's going to be Hunter Jordan, going to be the top 3. Dane Norris and Matt Smith trying to roll the bottom in 3 and 4 with 13 to go. I see a different slick pattern going on in turns 1 and 2. You can see how it's really thick, and then you can see here in 3 and 4 it's a little bit different, as here comes Chris Swanson to the inside of the speedway with 12 to go. As the old number 28 machine of Cody McDonald still the race leader with 9 to go here with the Lanier Speedway. Chris Swanson up the top shelf with them. You got the 22 machine of Hunter Jordan with the 15 of Dane Norris. The 31 machine of Matt Smith. Here comes the number 2 machine of Kevin Iracing. He's got that outside lane. We got our first yellow flag. I see Keegan Sanders in the infield. I believe our first yellow flag is going to be... He must have ran out of fuel. Keegan Sanders. Why'd you stop on the speedway? If you ran out of fuel, should have coasted it into the infield.
My apologies, man.
Hey, that's why I say, man, I know you're saying you ran out of fuel, but I just coasted into the infield if you ran out of fuel, man. You've been all right.
Thank you for the follow. Here, take this yellow flag.
We'll do next time, my bad, man.
Oh, it's all good. Just yellows bring out more yellows, usually. I'm scared. It's okay. You're a little bit new on the block. I'll forgive you. Ran out of fuel, I suppose.
I just wanted to get out of the way.
It's okay. Just get out of the way and roll into the infield. Alrighty, guys. I believe we're getting ready to go. Double file going to be wanting to green this time by. Gentlemen, double file want to green this time by. As we're underway. I know Cody don't want to see that either, but I guess I'll forgive him this time. That's his first time I believe he's done that, I suppose. As we get about 7 more to go here for the Pro Late Models, is Cody B. McDonald going to be your leader. Look at Chris Swanson. He's got that top shelf rolling. We got about 6 to go, and Cody B. McDonald's kind of thinking here, what is going on here at the Lanier Speedway? As here comes Swanson with a big run to the inside. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. We got 5 to go. 5 to go, and Cody B. McDonald trying anything, and the bottom lane is just not there. As Swan's going to take another stab to the top shelf in 1 and 2. What a crazy Lanier Speedway. And McDonald's a sitting duck. Here comes Swanson. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. You've got 3 to go. Here comes the 22 of Hunter Jordan. Now Swanson gets in the back of Jordan. Now Hunter Jordan will take the second spot. Swanson with a slide job as Cody B. McDonald, as Hunter Jordan stuck his nose in the battle. 2 to go, and that might make or break Cody B. McDonald. That really slowed down Chris Swanson. So Cody B. McDonald might want to thank Hunter Jordan. White flag in the air this time by. One at Lanier Speedway. As it's got 1 yellow flag here tonight, sponsored by Keegan Sanders. By running out of fuel, but Cody B. McDonald will be victorious. It'll go to Swanson and Jordan, your top 3. What a race! What a race indeed, as we're going to go to our final event at Lincoln Speedway. That is getting ready to load up next immediately. What a race for our top 3. What a race. Who knew Lanier Speedway could be 2-lane? Who knew Lanier Speedway can go to the top? Oh my goodness, what a racetrack. We're heading to Lincoln coming up next. Oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, Lincoln Speedway is our next event here as the crew is getting ready to line up here, and we'll go ahead and do that, and do that, and do that. Bang. So Lincoln is coming up next. That lace is getting ready to load up as we speak. We'll come into the top 3. Oh boy, Cody B. McDonald, you better be thanking Hunter Jordan for screwing up Chris Swanson.
Oh yeah, I kept hearing him. I had the wrong freaking gear in, but I was trying everything just to hold it off.
Well, you held off as much as you can, and I'll tell you, that bottom lane just did not want to be there for the last, 15 laps.
Yeah.
Whew. Never see a Lanier Speedway do that in a while.
No, it was fun. It was definitely fun.
Well, Cody, let's talk about this new number 28M machine, man.
Yeah, I finally got the wrap. Told you I was going to get it done. Mr. Dana Burdick hooked it up, so I think it looks pretty sweet. Yeah, I've been off for a little bit, and I'll come back once y'all started seeing y'all host. I was like, shoot, I'm gonna jump in Pete's race.
And I gotta ask, are you gonna be going to the casino to celebrate this one?
No, sir. I need to stay away from that place. Hey, I did good last week. I won a little about 1,400 last week, but I need to stay away for a little bit.
Oh man, you gotta love them.
Oh yeah.
Well, heck of a job, great job at the number 28. As Sean Stapleton asked me to ask that to you. We got Lincoln loading up as we speak. Who do you get to think?
I just appreciate you, Pete, for putting on the broadcast and hosting some races for, some good, clean racing for everybody to get going to. It's slim to none anymore, so appreciate you for putting them up.
Thanks for coming out and participating as Lincoln is next.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Chris Swanson. I'm pretty sure
What's
you're
up,
not
Pete?
happy with Hunter.
No, I'm really not, but I've done it to him a couple times in other hosted races, so I guess he can give me one back for the one time.
Oh my, you had Cody just thinking. I mean, you could see it on the racetrack. He didn't know what to do, and you kept getting that run on the top, and it was like dead to rights. It never went to the bottom, which is weird.
Yeah, I feel like I was faster than him around the whole track. He just was just hard to pass. He just kept blocking every line I had when he was coming out of the corner or coming in the corner. I was just waiting for him to slip up to at least throw some kind of slider that would stick, but I threw one, and then here comes Hunter.
Yeah, you had him too, man, and then Hunter threw one there, and good thing at least you passed him in the second spot, though, at least, right?
Yeah. That slider was pretty scary. He got really, really sideways, and I was thinking he'd keep sliding, but he didn't. So,
well, I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a drive, man. Lincoln Speedway is loading up as we speak for our final event here tonight, and who are you gonna thank?
Just me at Nitro Graphics, Pete.
I appreciate you, man,
Team
and
hasn't picked me up yet.
Hunter Jordan.
What up?
Wait to just get in the way.
Yeah, I was going to double slide him with old Cody right there, but if I would have kept going with the slider, I was going head first into the wall.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's good to hear from you in this number 22. About time you got out here and did some racing. Your thoughts of the event?
Lanier was weird.
You're welcome.
I tried the bottom. It was just not there.
You're welcome.
It just stayed on the top.
You're welcome.
I like the bottom though.
Yeah, but it was racy.
Yeah, I kept kind of getting into nitro like in the first few laps, and then they pulled away, and then the caution came out, and then we just bunched back up.
Were you complaining when you passed old boy on the heat race on the outside?
No.
Alrighty then.
The middle was rolling.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though. You had that good. Great job. Who do you got to thank? Because we're heading to Lincoln for our final event tonight.
Tyler for that setup for that race, and Mason Klein.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see you hopefully at Lincoln Speedway. That's our final event tonight.
Yep.
Let's get ready to rumble as we have our final event loading in and ready to go. So far, it's been a really good show here for the Pro Late Models. We'll see what Lincoln Speedway has to offer here tonight, as that is our final event of the evening, as the Lincoln Speedway Late Models are getting ready to go. We have a few of them joining in as Dane Norris and company. After that, it's going to be Heather Kent, Hunter Jordan, Jordan LaFawn, Keegan Sanders and company, as we are ready to go. Mm-hmm. So we are here at the Lincoln Speedway for our final event of the day. What'd you end up doing about that last race on Sunday? There was a couple bands. There was one band for sure, and that's really about it. Took care of a little business, said goodbye to some people, and that's really about it, man. I don't play a whole lot of BS and favorites around here, and yeah. Yes, sir. I don't have favorites, or I don't play favoritism type things like that or anything, and that's how I do things, man. As and look at the racing we get here with the SLR show. So I mean, we're doing something right. Can I get you guys all to run the middle of turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, please? Can I get you guys to run the middle in both corners? You got that bottom ran in really, really, really nice. So if you guys can go to the middle in both corners, that'd be great. So it looks like we're going to have 10 of our late models here for the Lincoln Speedway, which I would think so. Lincoln is not the easiest of racetracks to go racing at. As you got Kevin Iracing in that number 2 machine. Meanwhile, you got the 11 of Kinder Tosh with the 18 of Zach Staggs going to be coming back once again. Had a little bit of issue at the Lanier Speedway. Good to see Zach Staggs back at it here at the Lincoln Speedway. You've got the number 31 of Tyler Trenham. We'll see what's going to happen in that number 31 machine. After that, it's going to be that number 21 machine of Nick Miller. You have the number 64 machine. It'll be Heather Kent going to be joining us once again as we have racing continuing on here tonight. Like I said, guys, if you could continue to run the middle side of the speedway for a little bit of track prep, that'd be cool. Curtis Sharp Jr., thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. We appreciate you. As we continue on here this afternoon for these pro late models here at the Lincoln Speedway. You know, they call this the fabulous Lincoln Speedway, home for 358 late models and not 358 sprint cars and 410 sprint cars. Really native as in 144 Jordan LaFawn and company, as it's all going to be the number 22 of Hunter Jordan, as the number 2 of Kevin Iracing and company. Meanwhile, will be the 11T of Kinder Tosh. After that's with that number 21 of Nick Miller. So we got 10 of our pro late models here at Lincoln Speedway for our final event here tonight, as Heather Kent going to be joining us, and we can send an email there, by the way.
On this thing, or is it an Iracing thing?
Oh, that's me thing. Didn't you know that we're allowed to change all the cars up for all sorts of crazy things? We can take weight out of them, we can add power, we can add weight, we can take out power. Host of all hosted sessions can now do that to all late models. So we're going to have one heat race, and we are going to get ready to rock here.
So what the hell's a good gear, boys, with this extra power? I got a 570 in this thing. It's way too much.
Gotta love them. Offering EOLs for heat race number 1. We'll have one heat race and a 40-lap feature here at Lincoln Speedway. I love it. I will. Thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate you, boss. I really.
I'll put about a 30 in it or something.
I love it. Come in here and you can't run a save setup to save your life. Oh my.
I appreciate it, buddy. We're going to give her hell.
Offering EOLs here at Lincoln. I love it. Thanks, Will, for the heart me. I appreciate you. That's it's the truth though, Will. It's hosted. You say you want one, Dane?
Yep. Yeah. I don't like being the meat and the sandwich here.
Well, I hopefully got it 2 lane-ish, hopefully. Alrighty, let's go racing. I'll start on the leader. It's only 10 of us, 1 heat race and a 40-lap feature event. Same rules apply as always. Good luck, everybody. Yes.
Thank you for the follow.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Josh Commanders. Appreciate you for coming out here. And that's the whole point of it. Make it different. Make the tracks different. Make the cars different. You can't buy a setup shop and go in. You may leave a little early, Hunter. I know where the green flag drops, so you know. As our late models are here at Lincoln Speedway, as Hunter Jordan is going to take off at the green light, we're underway. Pro late models here at the Lincoln Speedway. I hopefully made a 2-lane there a little bit. We ran the middle side of the speedway just a little bit as Zach Sags and the 18 get a little bit of them as we have them on the bottom side of the speedway. As the number 22 of Hunter Jordan will be your leader. As you have the 144, Jordan LaFawn able to work to the middle. The number 11 machine of Kinder Toss got on the brake pedal. As it looks like they're going to try to get the outside of the speedway rolled in. Nick Miller at number 21 right up the road from me. True story, everybody, as Nick Miller's been really good here this afternoon at the Lincoln Speedway. The last time he got a second place running. Jordan LaFawn is in the bottom at 144, getting a little racing with Keegan Sanders. And Sanders ran out of fuel at the Lanier Speedway, drawing the only yellow flag as these late models continue to race down to the backstretch. As the number 22 of Hunter Jordan, he'll work his way right through the middle of 3 and 4. Keegan Sanders going to try the top shelf, buries the right rear quarter panel in the wall, and that's going to make the number 21 machine of Nick Miller to the inside. As Sanders is struggling getting that top shelf in, here comes Ken on the inside as they'll drag race. That'll be a battle for the 4th spot, as it looks like the inside lane is still the preferred way around this speedway, as we get about 6 out of 10 here for the pro late models. As these guys continue to race down on the front stretch here, Hunter Jordan at number 22 machine, who finished 3rd at the Lanier Speedway, looking good for heat race number 1. How about the mullet man, Jordan LaFawn, in a 144, as that's going to be the 21 of Nick Miller in the 3rd spot. You've got Heather Kent going to be joining us at number 64 machine, as it's going to be that 13 of Keegan Sanders with that number 11 of Kinder Tosh. You've got the 115, that's going to be Dane Norris, the number 2 machine of Kevin Iracing, and the number 31 of Tyler Trentham. Meanwhile, the 18 of Zach Staggs will be in that 10th spot as we have a battle here between number 13 of Sanders. Sanders trying to get that outside lane working. Oh, Hunter Jordan into the wall. Holy smokes, Hunter Jordan into the wall, and he left the ballpark off of turn number 4. And that's going to allow the number 144 of Jordan LaFawn to be your new leader. White flag in the air for the mullet man of Jordan LaFawn, as it's going to be the 21 of Nick Miller going to try to take a look to the inside for heat race number 1, as Jordan LaFawn will be able to roll through the middle of 3 and 4. He will see the checkered flag here for heat race number 1. It'll go to Nick Miller. You'll have the number 64 of Heather Kent, the number 11 machine of Kinder Tosh. Going to be the top 4. You'll have Dane Norris and the number 2 of Kevin Iracing, the 13 of Mr. Keegan Sanders, the 18 machine. That's going to be old Zach Sags. That'll be your field. We'll give them 2 minutes of grid for a 40-lap feature event here at the Lincoln Speedway. So far, it hasn't been a terrible event. As we continue on, Jake Henry, thank you for the latest follow, by the way. As we are ready to go racing here tonight at the SLR show. 40 laps the distance. Only 10 cars showed up in this one. As we are ready to go. Well, we got about a minute yet to go for these guys to get ready to go, and then we'll finish it off here tonight at the SLR show. If you guys want to go scream at TikTok for me, that'd be great. TikTok is currently saying that this is reproduced in unoriginal content. Jordan, you're welcome, boss man. If you guys want to go scream and yell at them, that'd be great. Or do something if you guys can for me, that'd be great. Here recently, I don't know, they keep saying my content is unoriginal. And I've been up and down with them, telling them that I do all this, vice versa and everything else like that. So if you guys can help me in some sort of way, they keep putting a live restriction on me. So if you guys can do anything you guys can to get a hold of TikTok and be like, hey, this is not reproduced, this is real live content, that'd be awesome to you guys. Thank you. Well, let's see if everybody's gonna want that EOL. Offering EOLs here for Lincoln Speedway, just the 10 of us. Cool deal. Leaders, you may fire a little bit earlier here at the Lincoln Speedway due to the green light popping right in the middle of 4. So also, please, leaders, just take off. Don't try to stack up the whole field. Just take off, please. Other than that, all starts on the leader. No ways, no quick repairs. As we're going to get ready to rock and roll here tonight. Other than that, go out here and have some fun and go racing, everybody. I appreciate you. And good luck, guys. I have my eyes on one driver. We're going to see what's going to happen here tonight. So other than that, have fun. As we are going to get ready to go here this afternoon, as Jordan LaFawn's going to start on the pole. So it's not just me either. So it's doing a lot of people. Okay, cool. Because, man, it is annoying. I've been doing this for almost a year on TikTok, and now I'm finally starting to get that, and I don't know why. But as Jordan LaFawn in the 144 is going to turn on the pole in this one to the outside of that number 21 of Nick Miller. You've got Heather Kent going to be joining us on the inside. I really love that old school paint scheme. It'll be the 11 of Kinder Tosh. You'll have the 115 of Dane Norris, a 13 machine of Keegan Sanders. As we are ready to go racing here this afternoon. Lincoln Speedway as the number 2 machine is going to push way tight, broke the right front. That's going to be Kevin Iracing. He's going to pull it into the no zone. We're going to get him off the speedway before he slams back onto the racetrack as Kevin Iracing's day is already over. As we got a good battle for the 3rd spot, here comes Dane Norris of the 115 to the inside of Heather Kent, pushing way tight in the middle with 3 and 4. Oh no, hang on to her, boys. What a save in the back of the field. Cars are pushing way tight in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Holy cow. As you got the number 31 of Tyler Trenham to the inside. As the old number 64 machine of Heather Kent to the top shelf. 4 out of 40 here for these pro late models. Trying to get that outside lane rolling for these guys. The number 31 machine of Tyler Trenham going to go to the inside. It's going to be Kent to the top shelf. Trenham going to move into the old 4th spot. As the old 64 machine, that's going to be old Mr. Heather Kent. As Kent's able to roll to the top shelf once again, you'll have the number 31 of Tyler Trenham to the inside. As racing continues on here for the pro late models, at Jordan LaFawn in the 144 will be your race leader. You've got the 21 of Nick Miller. He's going to try to track down the 144. You got the 115 of Dane Norris. Dane Norris is starting to look really fast here recently in the SLR show, as he's going to start moving his way to that 2nd spot. Miller in the 21 to the outside. Dane Norris to the inside. A little bit of spoiler damage on that 115, as you got about 7 out of 40 as Nick Miller to the top shelf, chasing down that 144 at Jordan LaFawn. As he'll race down to the backstretch, you got the 31 on Trenham. As Trenham, that number 31 machine, to roll right in the middle of 3 and 4. 8 out of 40 here this afternoon as Nick Miller, that number 21 machine to the top shelf, is the 115 of Dane Norris to the inside, side by side. What a race here. Nick Miller might get that top shelf starting to roll in here a little bit in 3 and 4. Gets the momentum built up. He is right there as Dane Norris battles back to the inside. 9 out of 40 here for the upgraded pro late models here tonight. As the 115 of Norris gets to the inside, you got Jordan LaFawn running through the middle with 3 and 4. We got about 30 to go here at the Lincoln Speedway. 10 out of 40, Nick Miller still trying to work that outside shelf. You got Dane Norris there with a good run. Some reason showing him on my live scoring in time he's a lap down, but that is definitely not true. Dane Norris looking on the inside of Jordan LaFawn for the race lead. As as Norris works on the inside. Jordan LaFon, the 144, holding it down as he is still that leader with Nick Miller in the 21. Here comes the 31 of Tyler Trenham, as Trenham's going to roll right through the middle of turn 3 and 4, awfully sideways off a 4, but he is starting to close in on your race leaders. You've got the number 64 machine of Heather Kent Company, as the 115 of Dane Norris is going to be able to roll to the inside. Jordan LaFon pushing a little tight. Nick Miller right there as well. Down to the backstretch they go. Dane Norris going to look for the race lead, as Norris gets a good run on the inside of Jordan LaFon off of turn number 2. They'll go door to door down to the backstretch. Dane Norris going to get a good run to the inside. Side job maybe at 3 and 4. Nope, he's going to hold the bottom. He fooled me. 13 out of 40. Dane Norris opening in that problem. Jordan LaFon to the top shelf. Nick Miller's going to try to stick it 3 wide. Oh, man, he gets on the brake pedal. And Tyler Trenham's going to get on the brakes as well. Woo! 14 out of 40, and what a save by both those drivers, as Dane Norris will be your new leader with 26 to go. Where has Dane Norris found this speed in the 115? As he will be your new leader. Jordan LaFon in the 144 will fall into the 4th spot, as Tyler Trenham all over the back bumper to the 144. Has the setup gone away on Jordan LaFon, as you got Dane Norris in the 115. Look at Nick Miller finding the top shelf in 3 and 4. As Norris on the inside, Miller's got the outside lane rolling. He's going to go to the top shelf. Dane Norris on a good run down to the backstretch. As here comes Nick Miller. He's got the outside lane ripping. He might get around the outside of Dane Norris here in just a few laps with 23 to go. I have not seen the Lincoln Speedway be this way here before. A lot of guys would have problem on the bottom, as it's going to be Norris on the inside. You've got the number 21 of Nick Miller to the top shelf, door to door off of turn 1 and 2. You may have a new leader of Nick Miller on the outside of the speedway, as Dane Norris on the inside, side by side, door to door through the middle of 3 and 4. We got about 22 more to go. Halfway to go. Nick Miller's going to be your new race leader on the outside of the speedway. Now what Dane Norris is going to do is going to move to the top shelf in 3 and 4, try to find what he has found. Jordan LaFon in the 144. Tyler Trenham in that number 31 machine, as you guys starting to roll to the top shelf in turn 1 and 2 as well. You've got Heather Kent in the number 64 machine, going to be in the 5th spot. It'll go to the 22 of Hunter Jordan. After that, it's going to be that number 11 machine of Kinder Tosh. After that, it's going to be the 18 of Zach Stagg, and then you'll have in the back of the field of Keegan Sanders at number 13, as Kevin Iracing decided to pull his race car in, as we got Nick Miller to the top shelf. He's running. What was that last lap time I saw? Let's find out. It's going to be a 15:166 as his last lap time of the 15:231, as Dane Norris is now running 15:494s. After that's going to be the 144, Jordan LaFon, but that number 31 machine, that's going to be Tyler Trenham. That's going to be your top 4.
Thank you for the follow. Here, take this Jello
Bosch
flag.
Racing. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for the raid, Bosch Racing.
You better get out the way. Here comes the raid.
So far, we're at Lincoln
Move over.
Speedway. As you got the number 21 machine of Nick Miller. What's going on? What's going on there, Play Sit? Bosch gave me thank you for the awesome raid. We're getting ready to finish up here as well. As Nick Miller in that number 21, still going to be that race leader. He passed Dane Norris on the top shelf. Lincoln Speedway. Yes. I do like Lincoln Park, by the way. As Dane Norris will be in the 2nd spot. Jordan LaFon. So far, this racetrack has gone to the top shelf here for the Pro Lane models, as Tyler Trenham, that number 31, going to be in the 4th spot. After that, he got the 64 of Heather Kent Company. About 14 more to go here tonight. Looks like the rear tires of Trenham are starting to go away, as Heather Kent's going to be able to get to the inside, as Tyler Trenham bangs the right rear quarter panel on the wall, as that's going to be an opportunity for Kent, as Kent's going to roll to the middle of turn 3 and 4. Trenham way sideways off a 4. That's going to be the battle for the 3rd spot with 13 more to go, as Trenham's tires are starting to go away. He's in the wall. Kent's going to be able to get to the inside down the backstretch to take the 3rd spot away. Kent with a slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. You've got about 12 more to go, and Heather Kent the 3rd. As Kent's going to get in the 3rd spot, Tyler Trenham going to try to roll the bottom as we continue on. I'm sorry, that's for the 4th spot. My bad. As Kent, his first time. Zach, thank you for the share, and thank you for the like as well. 11 to go. As Trent Ham's going to take a look back to the inside, the top three is Nick Miller, Norris, and Jordan LaFawn. Heather Kent, the number 64 machine with the number 31. As Tyler Trenham, so far it's been no yellow flags in this one here tonight. As Kent's going to get up into the wall, here comes Trenham battling back to the inside. Double high five this time by with 10 more to go as we continue to watch this battle for the 4 spot. As the old number 64, Heather Kent to the top shelf. The number 31 machine, that's going to be Tyler Trenham to the inside. 9 more to go here tonight. I'd like to see this. Heather Kent showed up at the Lanier Speedway. I'd like to see a podium out of this driver and finally maybe get a chance to talk to him here for the top 3. But Jordan LaFawn in the 144 holding on to the 3rd spot, maybe. As Jordan LaFawn went into the corner and hit the wall in turns 1 and 2. We got about 8 more to go here tonight, and Nick Miller passed Dane Norris and driven away. Nick Miller is your race leader, and he's got that outside lane absolutely rolling in that late model. He's got about 6 more to go. I think Nick Miller's got this one in the bag. As Dane Norris in the 115, going to be in the 2nd spot. It'll be Jordan LaFawn in 3rd. And now this battle's going to start to get better here. As the old number 31 on Tyler Trenham, he'll go to the top shelf. The number 64 machine, that's going to be old Mr. Heather Kent. I know there's a man behind the wheel. I don't know his first name off the top of my head at this time. Just joined us here at the Lanier Speedway. He's been back ever since. So we got about 5 to go. Zach Staggs in the 18 decided to pull his race car in. Thank you for pulling it in. We got about 5 to go this time by as Nick Miller's just absolutely gone. 4.5 second lead over Jordan LaFawn and Dane Norris as this battle for 4th is starting to heat up once again. Trent Hammond at number 31 trying to find the outside in turn 1 and 2. You got Hunter Jordan at number 22 machine as well as you're going to get the 3 to go. Going to be this time by. Yes, sir, indeed. 3 to go for these late models. You'll see 2-6 in the air coming around. It's Jordan LaFawn in that 3rd spot. As here comes Heather Kent. Can Heather Kent get his first ever podium? Here comes Tyler Trenham to the outside. You got 2 to go this time by for Nick Miller and Dane Norris. Nick Miller should be around 3 and 4 already, and he'll see the white flag. This race went green the checker for 40 laps. Kent's going to dive it in deep in 3 and 4. Give old Jordan LaFawn a door. White flag. And LaFawn and Kent are going to get a little racy. Uh-oh. Kent stuck it in there in turn 3 and 4. What's Jordan LaFawn going to do? Kent up the hill, LaFawn to the inside. We will have Heather Kent gonna get the 3rd spot. Top 3, come on now, meet me in Discord. Oh boy, well he got it as Nick Miller's gonna be your race winner. Hold for me, Miller. Heather Kent, if you want to come down here to the top 3. Come on. That'll work, gentlemen. See you in DC. Boy, oh boy. Green the checkered race in a battle for 3rd as, yeah, he went in there, dove it into Jordan LaFawn there a little bit, moved them up the racetrack a little bit as Nick Miller will be your winner here tonight. Not a bad race. Not a bad race. We'll see if Nick Miller and company going to be able to join us once again. And not a bad race overall in total. Good race. That was a good race. Dane Norris for 2nd. Let's see if we can get Nick Miller on the horn this time. He's still muted. Let's see what happens.
You got me, Pete.
I got you, Nick. I finally fixed the room.
Yeah, I joined on my phone here, so I'm not sure what will happen.
I fixed the room. I know exactly what happened. But Nick Miller. What a win, sir.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm not sure what all was going on behind me there, but that car was hooked up.
That car was more than just hooked up. You left Dane Norris sitting on jack stands.
Yeah, I seen there towards the end, it was like 5 1/4 seconds or something like that when I crossed the line.
I don't know what you had on that top shelf, man, but you had that thing absolutely rolling.
Yeah, for sure. It just rolled right around there, and it didn't seem like no matter what I did to it, I couldn't do wrong.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Nick, heck of a drive, heck of a win. You placed second here the last time that we've seen you, and now how's it feel to get the win here?
Oh, it's awesome. I always have a good ride, just can never make it happen, and finally made it happen.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, Nick, who do you got to thank in that number 21? Because that'll do it for me tonight.
I just got to thank Brent for that new wrap one there, and I got to thank you for putting these on. An absolute blast every time.
Hey, man, heck of a day of racing today. I'll see you tomorrow around 5 o'clock on around 6 o'clock tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, man, great job.
Thank you.
Dane Norris, I've never seen that, man, but you're showing some speed in this 115 machine.
Yeah, it wasn't fast enough, but you know, sometimes you just got to take good with the bad. He was just riding. I mean, there wasn't no catching him.
No, he was gone.
Yeah, I mean, I tried different lines. I tried running the top. I couldn't match him. I mean, it didn't matter what I done. I felt better off the bottom, but like I say, he had a hell of a car under him. He earned that.
And with that being said, I've never seen Lincoln go as top dominant as we've seen right there. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was. I mean, and I think, I don't know, I felt like I was about the same because I was getting pretty good runs off on the bottom, but I just didn't want to take the chance all the way up there like that. Something stupid, you know. I'm capable of ripping a spoiler off, so I didn't want to take it up there.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a pretty good day of racing, I would say, here this afternoon. And you got a couple podiums today. And who do you got to thank?
Yeah, same old guys. TSR guys, Stapleton Trucking, Trash Panda Graphics, GFY. You know, they're all the way down the side of it, Pete. Read them off.
Well, thank you for coming out here, boss man. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow.
I'm sure you probably will. Have a good night.
Hey, you too, boss man. Well, that'll do it here this afternoon at the SLR show. Good to thank everybody for coming out here and going racing here tonight. And, you know, it's been a pretty good show overall. And hopefully you guys have a great Thursday night for y'all coming out and watching the races here tonight. Thanks for continuing to support this. We really, 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 really appreciate you for doing that. And over there on the TikTok side of things, if you guys can, please, and I say please, 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 figure out what's going on while TikTok is doing what it's doing. And other than that, good night, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow.